Welcome to Critical Hit, a Major Spoilers podcast. Thank you so much for downloading and checking us out this week, Rodrigo.
What's up?
We're hanging out. We're doing things. We got a plan.
Yeah, what is the plan?
If someone asks you if you are a god, you say yes.
Right.
I think we're going to go under the boardwalk.
I mean,
out
that's
by
not
the sea.
entirely lying. Yeah.
Not for me. I mean, I literally spent a year drowning in a god, so I think at this point, just the transitive property.
All right. Not what I was expecting when I asked for the plan, but okay.
I got a buoy to drop off.
Yeah.
Were we
So-
planning to actually go and speak to Gamma, or were we planning to strenuously avoid Gamma?
I'm going
Would
with the
think the
latter,
latter.
most likely.
Okay.
Unless we come up with some reason why Gamma would actually be helpful.
And not immediately kill us.
He's not going to immediately kill us.
Well, maybe not you.
It's Gamma. He's not going to immediately kill us.
Yeah, but he might yell at us a lot. And, I don't know.
Make it fun.
Rough at us up.
Slaps around and call us Junior again.
Yeah. If he kills us, it'll be long and drawn out.
I can respect that.
So let's avoid that.
That is my plan.
But supposedly there's other members of the Resistance here, correct?
Oh yeah. I guess first thing would probably take you to... Is Pixo the only other member of Rutile that's here?
yeah. As you guys approach the Toad's Boardwalk, you can see that not much seems to have changed about it. I mean, the skyline's a little different, but the only thing that really seems very different about it is that it's busier. There are a lot of ships around, lots of traffic, lots of coming and going, and it's all like it was before, very illuminated. There's it's a huge shoreline with just very dense jungle around it, and you can see the lights from the boardwalk proper, as well as some hotels and other buildings cresting over the trees. And as you guys approach, a handful of canoes come up to you and start shouting for you guys.
What are they shouting?
Are they the docking people again?
Yeah,
waiting
they're trying to overshout each other for you to go with them to their dock.
Ket, I guess, do you have like a preferred vendor at this point?
I say, do I have a specific one I go to, or is there a...
Probably.
Is there a chance that I might actually have a private one? Or as private as one could be on the boardwalk?
Probably not.
Right.
You probably have one that is particularly discreet, but no, you wouldn't have your own. You can't
Okay.
afford it.
Would this
I'll
be a
wave
good
down my
place to
usual guy.
drop off
Okay.
my thing?
Yeah, you can just pretty much drop you're within range to drop it off anywhere.
All right. Boom, drop it off in the water.
Kind of floats around for a while, making beeping noises.
Good. I'll check back on that when we go.
All right, so Ket has a guy. So the guy leads you around to some docks, which appear to be like mercantile docks, or mercantile docks if you're not from Kansas. And there's a spot for you guys, and you're able to dock relatively easy, although most of the piers here are very tall, so your gangplank kind of has to go up a little bit from the edge of the ship, but it's not too bad.
Do any of them recognize the boat? Or
Do
no, I guess
any-
we weren't in this boat the last time we were here, so never mind.
Nope.
So if they do, that'd be a different kind of problem.
I mean, definitely anybody who is paying attention is surprised to see a ship like this, but nobody seems to recognize it.
Okay.
Also a rube's a rube. Head on up.
Okay.
Pay them the usual allotment.
Okay.
And gesture everybody to follow me.
Okay.
You guys taking anything or specifically leaving anything?
I'll keep Celeste dagger on me.
I am going to leave
Good.
my paint set behind.
Okay. What do you have prepared?
Today, I am still going with the summer stuff, the fire.
I don't like that question.
Are weapons generally okay here?
They were last time, were they not?
Okay.
Yep.
Couldn't remember. All right. Then yeah. Who wants a floating +4?
To attack?
To whatever.
Yeah, a one-time bonus.
Sure.
Have to
I mean,
place it on a particular weapon.
if anybody needs to be chopped in half, I mean,
You can put it on Sakar's scimitar.
All right, I'll do that. At some point, I had to fine-tune the scimitar to stow it on a one-time +4 bonus to hit.
okay. And when does that go away if we don't use it?
Basically,
Full
a long
rest.
rest when I
Yeah.
put it back on something.
Are we taking the starfish?
Yeah, I'll keep it on me too. I just tend to think that things are safer on me than elsewhere, considering the last time someone was in the boat.
Mm,
Fair.
The one thing that I want to leave on the boat is or the one important thing that I would prefer to leave on the boat is drumstick.
Yeah.
And that's mostly because I don't need her eating all the will-o-wisps down the boardwalk.
That might depend upon drumstick.
Drumstick, will you stay on the boat?
Sure. I'll just stay on the boat and work on my project.
What's your project?
Mischief.
Enjoy that.
Bye.
Bye.
Y'all come back now.
Oh, we will.
I hate the Feywild.
that
I mean, I
is
hate
going to
them.
come back at us.
Yes, I was going to say, usually they're not this mischievous, but you don't see
Yeah,
a problem.
if you ever got a straight answer from Drumstick, it would definitely help to ascertain a lot of things. Fey animals get more powerful the older they are, and things in the Feywild tend to basically be immortal until something kills them. So Drumstick really hasn't displayed a lot of power. But it's just hard to tell, things also tend to get a lot quirkier the older they are in the Feywild, like more set in their ways, whether that's not caring about anything, or if what they care about is mischief, getting more mischievous, or if what they care about is fighting, getting more belligerent.
Mm. So she's probably definitely eternal, if we're judging from her level of mischief.
I mean, she could be a lot more mischievous than she is. I'd say she's definitely at a solid midpoint or like middle mischief for something that comes out of the Feywild.
I hate
Like,
the Feywild.
for one, she tends to like not mess directly with you guys, like tying your shoelaces together and things like that.
Well, that's good.
That would probably get her a slot.
shoelaces.
Yeah. Smart man. He's got the buckles.
Velcro.
Yeah, the Z-strap.
Definitely Velcro.
All right. So you guys are leaving Drumstick, taking the starfish and the dagger. Okay. So you guys disembark and make your way out of the docks and towards the boardwalk, although Ket will veer you off before you get to the boardwalk proper, to what appears to be a plaza with a couple of inns, and some residences, and a few other, like a general goods store and that sort of thing. It appears to be a place for either for sailors or for people who work here. Just kind of a less fancy, less crazy place where like the locals live, like being off the strip in Las Vegas.
Cool.
You guys walk past. There's also there's you guys spot some humans and some Mero who are like fish guys living in this neighborhood, but no slot or anything. Nothing weirder than a fish person. Maybe a
I
couple
mean,
dragonborn.
Low bar.
Yeah.
The fish person that this group has interacted with the most is possibly one of the weirdest things they've ever dealt with.
Yeah. So the bar is pretty weird and bumpy. So, take that as you will. Eventually, Ket leads you to an establishment. It appears to be a cafe type place. Although it's pretty large, it sits plenty of people, probably serves food as well, called the Supine Orc.
Is there like a picture of a lounging orc on the?
No, there's no picture. There's just a what do you call it? Like just a sign. And this isn't like the like the establishments here aren't like very tightly pressed together like in a main street type situation. So it's not like there's even like a little, like the dangly chain sign that like points you in. This looks a little bit more like a saloon style place than anything like that. There are a couple of like outside tables and chairs, but they are not occupied.
I'll bring everybody inside.
Okay. As you guys come inside, you guys trip a little bell that dings, and you hear a voice from. So when you step inside, you see that this place actually is pretty big. It's got lots of tables, lots of seating, a bar, and clearly what is a kitchen in the back. And from behind the bar, you hear a voice say, "Welcome to the Supine Orc. Of all the places you could have landed, you chose to land here." And you guys spot a familiar Kenku basically poking, like raising up from behind the bar, like he had been like maybe putting some liquor away underneath it. You recognize him as Pixo. He's got a curvy beak with a big sort of bone crest at the top of it. He is wearing a long button-up shirt and a vest. He's actually like dressed a little bit more fancy than this establishment would call for. But as he comes up, he gets out a pad and then finally looks over at you guys and he goes, "Blah!"
Pixo, it's good to see you.
"Oh wow, I can't believe you guys are alive. I thought you
Pixo,
were
look what I
dead."
found.
We get that quite a bit.
It is a common
wow.
refrain.
No,
At least
wow.
he's not throwing
Does
things.
throwing things.
Yeah, Pistonella had a bit of a wild reaction.
Oh, yeah. She was probably very worried about you guys. As for me, I'll probably have a very serious panic attack later. Wow, so you guys gangs all back together, huh?
Apparently so.
Finally.
I'm
Somewhat
sure that
worse for wear.
I'm sure that won't upend the status quo anytime soon.
Yeah, right.
Can I get you guys something?
What do you serve?
Well, actually, this place is pretty well stocked. Pretty much every roustabout and ne'er-do-well ends up passing through here at some point. So we've got lots of contraband.
Ooh.
So everybody comes to Pixo's.
Well, we got connections with a lot of the local places, so we're able to get stock pretty easily. The high rollers don't come anywhere near here, which is a good thing. But sailors, pirates, you know, that sort of crowd, they pass through here with some frequency.
I see.
I don't know. Something exciting then.
Hmm.
Something exciting. Well, I've got some of that Goma's bile.
Hmm.
That didn't do much for me last time.
No? What
I
did it
don't
do
know.
for you?
It made my sense of smell weird.
Huh. That's
Have you
weird.
had it?
Oh no. Are you kidding? I can barely handle a beer.
Perhaps something a little more hemolytic for me.
hmm
I don't know that that's actually a word.
It is if I say it is.
Well, how about I just start you guys off with an ale and we'll go from there.
Sounds good.
We just got this barrel, so it's pretty exciting. And he gets some mugs and fills them up, and then puts them all in the bar.
So what's the word?
What's the word? Well, depends who you're listening to. Total and complete victory. If you're listening to the Asmodeans, it doesn't matter if you're listening to Goma's people. And some talk about lighting up trash cans and throwing them through windows from the resistance, I guess. Plus, any number of things from people that are trying to get some coin.
So no
Anything-
new information since we left.
I mean, I don't have a lot of new information since we left, but you can talk to some people around the boardwalk. That, that guy. That
Mhm.
guy.
Yeah.
He stopped by. He was looking for you. So I gave him his usual cut. So he's probably hanging around the boardwalk. I think he's got some new stuff for you.
right.
I also know that Pistonella had ordered a part or a couple parts, so those are in as well. So you guys probably want to go down to Agrippa and Sons
We'll send the rest of them there when the other ships get in.
when the other ships get in.
So got ourselves a new ship thanks to our friends. You ever heard of a thing called the Eventide Regent?
I think I've heard an old story about it. Also, I guess there have been reports of some like sea ship type ship running around causing trouble. So I guess that makes sense that was you guys.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully your dock guy keeps that pretty just hush hush, because there's plenty of Asmodeans on the island.
I believe he will. I'll probably give him some extra tomorrow just to make sure.
Alright.
Oh, we need to call off all the bounties.
Oh. Okay. Well,
'Cause-
that's gonna take a while, but I can get started on that.
All right. Ambushing the person that put out the bounty doesn't seem like a great way to get paid, so.
I mean, you don't have all the coffers, so. But yes,
True.
no, definitely. You know what? I'm just gonna get on that right now. I also heard that the FNC Juice Bar got some new stock, so you might want to go check them out.
Can do.
Juice bar?
Yeah, the FNC Juice Bar.
I mean, I
Pretty
like juice.
good.
Yeah,
They
juice
have,
is
yeah,
good.
yeah. They have like a papaya thing. It's
Mm.
pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably the one that I usually have.
I do like papaya.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys should go check them out.
I say, does
Yeah.
this place have anywhere to stay?
Yeah, there's an upstairs. It's not a proper inn, but you can stay here.
Can we make sure we've got enough space for everybody? At least for tonight.
Oh yeah, that shouldn't be a problem.
Oh, and they probably have some information on a few of the we've got some new information on a few of the islands we weren't able to get anything from. Where all
Okay.
had you guys been?
The Bleak Forest, Snap Stab, the 1,000-hectare armory, the Sage's Rectory.
And Lionfish Island.
Okay. Well, like how tired are you guys? Do you guys need me to go make your rooms? Do you want to take a walk and ask some people stuff or what?
No? I think we could take a walk.
Okay. Well, let me work on getting these bounties called back, and I'll make sure some rooms are ready, and that should be ready by the time you guys come back.
Thank you.
Sounds good.
Well, it's good to see you guys again. And
It's good to see you too. I'm glad that you made it off the island safely.
Oh yeah, it was kind of touch and go there, but Salath really got me out.
Yeah.
What happened?
We got attacked. Got a bunch of Asmodean priests and soldiers overrunning the place.
There must have been a lot of them.
There seemed like they were endless. I mean, if you think about all of the combined ability of Sarza, Salath, Dinbani, plus Gardenia and Pistonella on support, and we still couldn't really turn that tide.
Right.
So no, I guess congratulations to the Rutile Island crew for being effective enough to be severely overestimated.
Well, I'm glad that at least that most of you were able to escape.
Yeah. But yeah, we those of us that made it out, we seem to be mostly doing okay. So, you know, some of us are still fighting the good fight, but some others kind of chose to go to ground. So that's can't really fault them for that.
No, that can't. Certainly understandable.
Anyway, let me I need some time to go through this paperwork, but do you guys need anything else?
No, I don't think so. Thank you, though. It's good to see
Yeah.
you.
No problem. He looks at Ket like, so am I like starting a tab on each of them, or are these like on the house?
It'll be on the house.
Okay. And he reaches below the bar and, you know, pulls out like a big clipboard and some files, and goes over to a table and starts looking through them.
Turn to Ket. Where to first, then?
Well, let's head to that juice bar, and hopefully we'll find my guy on the way there.
Sounds good.
And what does your guy look like?
You know, like a guy.
A guy who knows a guy?
All right, so you can get to the juice bar by circumventing the boardwalk, or you can go through the boardwalk and see, like, try to find your guy first. Is that what you're trying to do?
That's what I'm trying to do.
Okay. All right. Well, it doesn't take long because it's the largest part of the island to get to the boardwalk proper, and it's pretty much exactly how you remember it, except busier. There are more people here now, of all types, playing the games and eating the funnel cakes and getting cool prices.
Is it just as ridiculously tempting as it was last time?
Well, we'll see.
Oh boy.
I'm having a little anxiety at all these people together.
Mhm.
That's out
Social
of character,
distancing
by the way.
boardwalk.
Yes, definitely. I don't know. I never know in the time of coronavirus how to approach this to my players, because I feel like some people are like really touch starved and would like NPCs to like come over and like smooch them. And I think other people are really anxious about it. So if an NPC comes within like 4 feet of them, they freak out. So who knows? So now you know
Always
when
on
this was
Team
recorded.
Smooch. So
So yes, you guys enter the boardwalk, and sure enough, very, very quickly start seeing things that you could really use, and games that look really easy. Like, they wouldn't be easy for like normal people, but since you guys are like badass adventurers, you could probably like start turning a profit pretty quickly. And it probably doesn't seem like that invasive a thought to say Little Sparkle, Ket, and Sakar, because 2 of those are all about making a profit, and 1 of those is all about how good of an adventurer he is. But this is definitely like a disturbing thought, say, for example, for Randus, who probably doesn't spend a lot of time thinking about that, like looking at that stuff and be like, oh yeah, I could do that. I could win that. It's like, I don't even need a magic katana, but I could get that.
He might not, but you know who does need a magic katana?
Who?
who's
Sakar?
The car.
that? And that knife throwing. Look at. I could do that all day long.
I know, me too. We should do it together, and we could do like we could both win money by like we could pretend to one up each other.
Right, and then we get him to keep upping the prize.
Put
And if we
hands
could
on
clean him
each
out.
of their shoulders and step between the two. Pixo doesn't know that we're going to stop for games. We're not going to stop for games.
Fine.
Oh.
Um,
But
If
we
you
could
want to
make
run
some
back
extra
and tell
money.
Pixo we were stopping for games.
As you guys start moving away from the knife throwing booth, you are able to spot so you know how there's like a counter, and sitting on the counter is like a little man made out of stone who is like looking around like he lost someone.
Oh. I dart over.
Okay. He like stands up and like holds out his arms.
Oh, I go to pick him up.
Okay.
Sakar grabs her hand.
No, I left him last time.
This one
We
may
have
actually
to
be
stay on
hers.
target.
It's
She already won it, right?
you only have to win 3 games to win this, little guy.
No, I won him last time, and then I lost him.
Oh. Well, that makes sense. We did get him at the Lost and Found.
It's mine. Can I get him
Twist
back?
it a little harder. Oh, you're
Of-
such a mean man.
Of course he is. After 3 wins. And
Oh.
so this is a slod, by the way. So this is like a toad monster. And he flicks his hand, and 3 daggers like materialize out of it, and along basically through the flip, they land sort of point down on the counter.
All right. Let me just have this one. She like turns to
That'll
Kat.
be 3 gold.
Kettle
Deal.
throw the first 3 gold
like,
at him.
So Sparkle throws some knives.
Oh yeah.
Ha-ta! Perfect. Like, very good. We do have this magic amulet. If you just want to call it now, or you could keep playing.
Well, did I already win him?
Huh? No. You need to win 3 games.
All right. Well, I'm gonna keep going.
Okay. Just so you know, this time it's gonna be a little harder, and he like pulls a crank, and the target moves back maybe about half a foot, like really not very much.
Oh. I'm still gonna go for it.
All right, here you go, and 3 more knives appear.
I will throw them.
Okay, perfect. A group of people has started to collect, basically a crowd, and people like clap.
All right, let's do the last one.
Okay, this one is for this little golem, ladies and gentlemen, and now there's a really big crowd and everybody cheers. And 3 more knives appear. Oh, and he like scooches it back. It's like a whole 1.5 feet back now.
Okay.
But again, well within Sparkle's ability as literally an epic level knife thrower.
Yep. Yeah. So does she have to get all 3 of them to hit to win the golem?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and the target is small, but again, like little Sparkle can like take out somebody's eye at like 5
Yep.
square. Like what's the usual range on your like a dagger is like 5 squares, which is
Yeah. It
like
was just a question of whether or
25
not I was
feet.
gonna ham it up even further to try to build suspense.
I mean, you could. You definitely could. This is well within your ability.
But she is going to realize that it's probably not great to be drawing too much attention to herself, but that's like the only restraint that she has, given the will o' the wisp, that she's been resisting will o' the wisp for like 24 hours now. So
Yeah.
so she'll just clear the game.
Okay. They all make it. And there's just like uproarious cheering. They're like, ho ho! Amazing! Young lady, here you go. And he like grabs the golem like around the sides and hands it to you.
Mm-hmm.
And then before you can get your hands on it, he's like, but we also have, and he like reaches down and pulls up a musketeer outfit on like a hanger. We also have outfits. And he like
those are
puts one
absolutely
up,
adorable, but I promised my friend I'd only play one more game. So
and then he
thank
pulls
you,
out one that's like a little like Robin Hood looking one.
Oh.
And then he puts out what is essentially like a teddy bear onesie.
I'm gonna
Just
grab the tiny
one more
golem.
game, and all 3 outfits are yours. And the shark starts chanting, outfits, outfits, outfits.
I'm good. Thank you though. And she'll grab the golem and like put it in like she'll like, no, you're not gonna wander away this time. She'll like hold him tight.
Okay, he's very heavy. And the crowd goes, oh, and starts to disperse. It's like, now, folks, as you've seen, anybody can win a prize. And like some people start lining up to play.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
All right, you guys move on.
We move on in a sneaky fashion.
Yes, sneaky.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
As sneaky as I can be while clutching a very heavy golem.
Yep.
Will it
So-
fit in the haversack?
I don't know, will it?
You can stick it in the haversack.
All right, I'll stick it in there for now.
Okay.
We can
I
have
think it's
golem
traditional to
starfish
carry them in
babies.
your backpack.
Yep. Once you put it in the backpack, it the weight is negated.
Nice.
So you guys continue walking through the boardwalk, and there's like as you walk, you guys kind of get this weird feeling like maybe like the soles of your feet and your knees are kind of bothering you a little bit.
Just continue scanning the crowd.
You find kind of this like bench area that has like some like shrubberies around it. You know, it's like a place for like people to sit and like eat their funnel cakes or whatever. And you spot a guy there who's sitting there nursing a like a carnival drink. Like he's just got like a big earthenware cup, and he's just like drinking a little bit at a time and looking around.
As I assume this is my guy.
Yeah.
All right. I'll tell Sakar the directions to the juice bar.
Okay.
And let him know that I'll meet them there and kind of direct them to go past while I wait.
Wait, what are you doing?
Okay.
Found what I needed. Rather not get everybody involved.
All right, fair enough.
I at least continue on towards the juice bar.
Okay. Ket walks towards a person. He is a half elf. Has got long brown hair, with like pointy ears. Like half of his hair is up in a kind of a top knot, and the rest is kind of around his shoulders. Wearing a long coat that is pretty nice, and attractive young man, clean shaven, has some freckles, looks to be in his 20s. And Ket comes over and sits next to him.
Off to the side.
Hey man, I thought that I was gonna have to leave soon. I've been waiting here all night.
You knew I was off island, didn't you?
Yeah, but I've been waiting here.
What did you need?
I just got some bulletins for you, I guess. I got my last payment from your man, so figured I'd make good.
All right. What's the
You
news?
You hear about those pillars?
What about him?
Looks like all 4 of the pillars got shot down. That's he like points up at the stars above. Like that's why it's come the sky looks so clear now.
Would explain the clear skies, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Not really sure how, but pretty sure this is some sort of resistance action.
That'd be the most likely conclusion.
Mm-hmm. But we'll see. Because apparently a quite significant bulk of the Asmodean Navy has left Waypoint. From the last cores that my guy heard about, I'd be willing to bet that they're heading towards those pillars. Or lack of pillars now.
Be a reasonable conclusion.
Mm-hmm. And usually when some fleets of that size get mobilized, you can expect that once they get there, there's also going to be some Devil's Czar support. So that wouldn't be out of the question either. So I don't know what the deal was with those pillars get taken down, but however it was done, it's about to get undone, I would imagine. And plus, one would guess, if there was some sort of, I don't know, giant magic stopper that they've put down to stop those pillars pretty soon, we're all going to have to be dealing with weaponized giant stoppers. If prior outings of the Asmodean Navy are to be held as examples.
Yeah, that sounds accurate.
Anyway, on the plus side, a huge portion of the Asmodean Navy is now not around Waypoint.
This can't be our only chance, can it?
I don't know whose chance it is. I mean, I certainly don't have an armada of any kind. But I can tell you this. Any victory that anybody has, as long as Asmodeus is sitting atop the Traveler's Lighthouse, it's going to be temporary, because he can just call his resources right back to him, patch them up, and then send them back out. And it's a zero-sum game out there. And he just keeps getting more and more of the sum.
You're not wrong. Oh, that is probably helpful information.
Oh, well, I mean, you're welcome.
You did a good job.
Oh, thanks. Well,
Uh,
you tell your man to set out a couple more talents, and I'll come by when I have something else.
It's always there.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go, and he looks at his cup, finish this up, and then get out of this terrible place. So, but there's actually a nice place to meet. Usually most people are too distracted to really look around. And he like points over, and there's just like a bunch of Asmodean soldiers like gathered around a booth.
That's the idea.
Anyway, I'll let your bartender know what's up.
All right. Keep yourself safe.
Okay. And he takes off. And on his way past the Asmodean soldiers, you see him steal a gladius off of one of them. Like, very not calling a lot of attention to it, but he just like reaches down, pulls it out of the scabbard, and then doesn't like tuck it in anywhere. He like literally holds it up to look at it as he's walking away.
They really are distracted here. I better catch up before the rest of them get distracted.
Okay. Go off and catch up to them.
Yep.
It doesn't take long to find them. Little Sparkle and Randus have like big armfuls of tickets, and there's a huge crowd gathered around that whole group around like it's like a kind of more like a kiosk than a booth. Really more like a what do you call that? Like a gazebo type situation. And there's a ring in the center, and the little when Ket gets up there, he can see that like the little golem is just like punching the crap out of a mephit.
Yes.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Pokemon battles.
Ket just
Look at that,
Rubs.
folks. Looks like the little golem won. Can anybody stop this petrified pugilist? I think not.
yes. Yes, we can stop it. Sparkle, get your toy.
Right. I was gonna get juice. All right, come on, little guy.
He starts walking out, and the guy's like, "Are you sure? We've got pretty good odds for you. I hear some guy has a baby basilisk.
That just
Maybe
sounds
some
actually
other time.
extremely dangerous.
Not
It's
to
not like
your
it can
guy.
get petrified.
Yeah. See, this guy knows what I'm talking about.
You are not helping.
Uh,
We're winning.
Where are the other two?
Which? Oh, not sure.
Oh. I knew this was a mistake. Grab your golem.
give the golem a little high five. Pick it up.
Yep.
Good work.
Well, wait, don't you want to cash in your tickets?
Oh, yeah. What do I get for the tickets?
Well, you got to go to the ticket booth. And he like points deeper into the boardwalk.
Oh, okay. Cool. We'll do that on our way.
How long are these tickets good for?
Oh, they should be good forever.
Cool.
Forever.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye. Well, folks, looks like the champion has retired. What do we got here? It's kind of like people crowd
Alright.
around.
Where are the other two?
They, you find them looking at a stand that's just kind of a freestanding stand that has a lot of like basically pieces of parchment like stuck to it with like pins, and you find them looking over some similar looking pieces of parchment that have a lot of lines and a lot of like little bubbles.
What are these?
Why, little lady, they're betting sheets for the hippogriffodrome.
So is that like hippogriff racing?
Yeah.
How do you know who's good?
Well, I got a system, see? Different hippogriffs perform differently depending on the circumstances, and I've heard that Lord Gamma is ordering some rain. So now it's time for you to bet on, I would say, definitely gonna place.
Yeah. He's going to place.
No.
Sounds like a good tip.
Yeah, you'd think you should bet on definitely gonna win, but that one has had his heyday. Definitely gonna place is definitely the up and comer. That or Big Handsome. But that's only if you prefer a dark horse, bird, lion.
Well, I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah, see, this man knows what I'm doing, and the not the odds. What do you call them?
The odds.
Yeah, the odds are better.
Yeah. Besides, this one's a mutter.
Yeah. See, this guy knows what he's talking about. So what can I put you down for?
No. Or
Well, give me a second. Let me think. We
Or
have how much
up.
gold do we have?
Or look up.
Yeah, I'm looking. Look, see that one?
See the floaty thing?
Yeah.
You should be better than this.
I should be really, but the odds on this are really, really good.
Orum.
Yeah.
No.
Come on, give me a coin.
No.
Cat.
Where's the car?
Oh, Sakar's there with them.
Okay.
Cat sees the slot at the stand, like turn his head up, like he's listening, and it's like Cat can see very clearly that he's like turning his little like tympanum over to the light, and he's like, for really high bettors, they'll actually let you go in and hang out with the hippogriffs.
Oh.
Sakar, help me.
I don't know. It seems like a good plan. I mean, you could just.
Sakar,
this is the
pull
thing,
these
though.
three
is-
away.
Sakar, give me a coin.
I'm not certain if that's a good idea, but I feel like. I
mean,
I think Hazard may be right in this case.
I could be a winner here.
I know, but I believe the boardwalk is affecting our thinking again. And I think that coming here was a terrible idea. Again.
Fine. Sorry. Not going to be able to place a bet today.
Oh, that's too bad. Well, I'll be here all night.
Okay, we may be back later. I take
I'm sure you will.
Take one of the racing sheets with me.
Okay.
Fine.
Are all
Where are we
four of them
going?
moving in?
Yeah, I'll
You,
move on.
Okay.
All right.
You guys
Trying to
heading
move in the
towards
same direction at the same time.
You guys heading towards the ticket booth?
Juice bar. We are heading towards the juice bar.
Oh, yeah, we can hit the ticket booth after we get juice.
Oh, juice? Okay.
I am pretty thirsty.
Me too.
I had some ribbon fries earlier.
Oh.
They're
Ket,
very salty.
who were you talking to, Ket?
Oh, That was the guy that Pixo said. One of my informants.
Oh.
Can never be too certain which way information is traveling at any given point. So I wanted to make sure he didn't realize you were all back.
Oh,
Ah.
that makes sense.
But we'll discuss what he had later.
After juice,
when
but
I
before
know
tickets,
nobody's
or
overhearing us.
after juice and before tickets, or after tickets?
Maybe back when we were back in the bar.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, juice bar.
Juice bar it is.
All right. You guys head towards the edge of the boardwalk, and you guys get to the edge of the boardwalk.
Yay.
And if anybody was to look back, you could see that just a few booths down, you can see somebody putting up a sign that says ticket booth.
Juice.
Okay, then tickets. I want to see what I could get.
I will go see what you can get. You guys drink up.
Okay, sure. Here's my tickets. You know what I like.
Yeah, hey. Here's the rest.
All right, Ket gets a bunch of tickets. Now that he's holding the tickets, he starts to think that maybe he can work out a deal with the ticket booth.
I mean, I'm certain I can.
Yeah, of course you can. You're very smart.
Yeah, the tickets aren't talking to you at all.
No, that
Where's
would
the
be
glory
crazy.
thing?
This is your own inner voice, man. Your own handsome, athletic inner voice.
That's wrong.
All right, you guys managed to make it out of the boardwalk.
Hooray.
The boardwalk is my favorite.
It feels like herding cats would have been easier.
Cats are actually pretty easy to herd if you have food.
Yeah, fair.
Pretty hard to herd away from food, though.
Oh, yeah.
You guys walk for a while and eventually get to another sort of small, I guess, village type situation. Just kind of another plaza with some habitations and some businesses. This one seems a little bit ritzier than the one that the Supine Orc is at. And you see an establishment that is also pretty large. It's comparable, except most of its seating seems to be outdoor seating. And it has a big sign that says fresh and compliant juice bar.
Ooh, compliant.
Weird thing to advertise.
It's an odd way to describe juice.
Pixo recommended it. Should be fine.
Okay. I sent you something, Rob.
Sent me something?
Yeah.
Did you get that thing he sent you?
It looks like this.
So yes, it looks like this. You guys, it has to be this exactly. You guys walk in, and inside, it clearly doesn't seem to be peak hours. So there's just like a couple of marrow sitting at a table. But behind the counter are 4 halflings, and they are basically, like, one of them's like pouring a bunch of sugar into a pot and boiling it. And then another one is seems to be has like a pestle, and he's like grinding something with it. And there's like a big sign, like the 2 other ones are kind of like working the counter. There's like a big sign with all kinds of juice combinations, like very excellent mandarin papaya, and very berry goma explosion, and things like that. And when you walk in, one of the halflings goes, hello, welcome to our innocuous and very compliant establishment. What can I get you?
Yeah, I'd like a triple mango surprise. Extra tangerine, please.
But sir, that may be a little pricey. Tangerines are hard to come by nowadays.
But my tum-tum's so hungry. Boo-hoo-hoo.
Ah, well, I can see that you really want that, and I can just tell that you're a real tangerine aficionado. So would you like to come back real quick and pick out your own tangerine?
Absolutely.
The bar has like that thing that lifts up to let people through. The halfling walks completely under it and like just lifts it up with both hands over his head and like latches it. He's like, "Follow me."
Yep. Go on in.
Okay.
They don't seem, if you guys follow, they don't seem to be opposed to that.
Cool.
We
I will
do
follow
follow.
them.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
okay.
I've seen when Hazard's tum tum gets hungry. It is not pretty.
Oh my god.
I mean,
The best.
so we're getting juice, right?
Oh,
you
we are
guys-
definitely getting juice.
Nice.
you guys,
We will be getting something juicy, that is for certain.
you guys walk to the back, and sure enough, you guys walk into what appears to be a small warehouse that is in fact packed with fruit, like mangoes and bananas and all kinds of stuff. But the halfling just walks right past the tangerines and opens another door and walks through.
Keep
I don't
following.
believe he knows what a tangerine is.
I'm beginning to suspect we're not going to get juice.
I think
Cat
it'll
just
be
follows on
delicious.
through.
Ket follows through. The rest of you follow as well.
Yes.
Snag
Sure.
a blood orange.
Okay.
Follow through.
You guys walk into what appears to be another warehouse. This one has a bunch of boxes or like crates that are sealed, as well as what is basically a big shelving unit. And at the top of the shelving unit, at either side of the top shelf, there are these kind of nooks, which currently contain halflings holding big crossbows and pointing them at you,
Oh, this feels just like home.
as well as several much rougher looking halflings than the ones outside. And at the center of all of this, taking stock, is a handsome male halfling wearing kind of a big a coat with like big poofy fur like neck and arms, like a traveler's coat with like fur lining, but the fur lining is like a little bit exaggerated. He's wearing a tiara and he's looking at a clipboard. And he's like, and he looks up when you guys walk in. And he's like, "Cat," and he like turns around and goes like at his like snipers who like put down their crossbows.
Is it who I think it is? Is it who I think it is?
Oh,
Yay!
that's who I thought it was too.
Me too. It's him.
Alk!
How's it going, my man?
I getting better by the minute.
Well, that's good. So, you guys looking for some juice? He says, like reaching into a box and like pulling out like a bastard sword that has like a skull with like horns as the like cross guard, and like its eyes are like jewels and they're glowing, and the blade is like glowing with like red runes.
Absolutely, my friend.
All right, well, what are you looking for? He like hands the sword over to one of his guys who like goes and puts it somewhere else.
Gentlemen, lady, any requests?
Well, I mean,
Oh, also an actual glass of juice for Orem, please.
Oh,
Yes.
sure. What are you feeling? Like a pineapple kiwi thing?
I saw on the menu a thing called the Finely Fay.
Uh-huh.
Can I have one of those?
Yes, you can.
Thank you.
And am I safe to assume here that you guys plan on walking out of here with like at least some mild payload? He looks at Ket.
I think so. Yeah.
All right, then it's on the house. So he like motions to the halfling that brought you in, and he like leaves.
Awesome. I know I'm going to need some boots.
Mm-hmm.
I think some bracers.
Okay.
Yeah, I think those should be a good start.
Okay.
I'd love to see your rings if you have some. I'd also be interested in boots.
All right. I'm just gonna let you know right now, rings are pricey.
Yeah, they always are, but we've got some inventory.
Okay.
So are you the one responsible for the lingo? Because the tummy tum was pretty inspired.
Oh, we change it up every once in a while. I don't know how Ket delivered it, but the last one, I believe, had something about how you want some juicy juice to get your little footsies a tapping.
Nice. Big fan. Nice style.
We do what we can. We figure, you gotta bring your culture into things, We halflings, we're a proud race, but we're not too proud to talk about our tum-tums.
Admirable.
Yes. You have to be in touch with your feelings and boo-hoo-hoo when you need to.
Oh, absolutely.
If you have anything in a helmet, size extra large.
Okay. Yeah. Tell you
Have
guys
Sparkle
what.
and Elk met before?
I don't think so.
Nope.
And neither has Sakar.
Yep.
That would make sense. Oh. You've never met this fine gentleman, have you?
Oh, no.
Don't believe I have.
I just assumed he was your river.
He's one of the best business partners I've ever had.
Oh.
This fine gentleman is Prince Elk.
He gives a little bow.
She'll nod back. Oh. Very pleased to meet you, Your Majesty.
Yeah, you guys too. Which one are you?
You can call me Little Sparkle.
Oh, is that a code name?
It is.
Nice. I like it.
Thank you.
And I
what
am
about you,
Sakar of
big fella?
Atasokichi,
Uh-huh.
Lord Baron in absentia of Oblia, Scion of the Shores.
Oh, more royalty, huh?
Good to meet another noble.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to maybe get together sometime and talk about the burdens of noblesse, having to do what you got to do.
Yeah, precisely. I shall look forward to it.
Well, tell you what, why don't I attach someone to each of you and they can help you look for what you need? And he kind of gets a halfling assistant to each of you, and Orem gets a really a drink that you can smell all the way to wherever you are.
Oh man, does it have one of those crazy straws with it?
It has a crazy straw and an umbrella and a full slice of pineapple as garnish.
Nice.
Orem needs to hold it with both hands, and it's like 90% sugar.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Just like Orem.
She's like, oh man, that looks amazing. Do you have anything a little less sweet?
Yeah, actually, let's just go around and get drink orders.
Yay.
And you guys can order. So, what you guys can do now is buy some equipment.
Ooh.
So we'll open up that menu.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Let's see if that menu functions.
Or a piece of equipment.
Yeah. Who's got something? Like, how much money do you guys have? Like, as far as gold?
Let me check. It's a lot.
2 point something, isn't it?
I have 2.350 million GP.
Oh, so I could buy my Boots of Elvenkind level 27 for only 1.6 million gold
Oh
pieces.
boy.
Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds like a lot, but it goes pretty fast
Yeah.
at epic level.
So is there a specific inventory, or are we just coming up with stuff for you, Rodrigo?
Just coming up with whatever you need.
Mm.
You know, feel free to talk about it out of character. Like, I would urge you to approach it in one of the following ways. Do you feel like as a party you need something? Is there something that isn't being covered? Because that can get you something else. Like, you know, some of the like wondrous items can actually help you do other stuff. If you're like, well, we just aggressively need to get Little Sparkle a teleport because she's literally the only character who can't teleport. That's
Well,
one way to approach it.
I actually have the
Although-
transposing dagger now, so I can teleport.
I don't know
yeah,
why I can't teleport
I
now.
teleport by stabbing.
Yeah, Randus is actually the only one who can't teleport, but that teleport is conditional. And I'm not saying that you need to do that. I'm just saying that's one way to approach it.
No, that's fair.
And then obviously the other way to approach it is, you know, what's the biggest, most bang for your buck thing that you can get, which is going to make your money go out real fast because it's probably buying like level 30-ish magic item. And that's going to be like 2/3 of your money.
Having recently upgraded, I would say that I can move towards the back of any hierarchy we have, unless there's something you think that Meat Shield might benefit from.
I mean,
Anything we can do to boost
uh,
your defenses or healing or
yeah, boosting your defenses is actually going to be tough because
'cause of
those
the
go
innate
up by
bonus.
themselves. So it
Yeah.
really comes down to additional effects, and you don't want to go necessarily too low. But I'll say this: when drink orders are being taken, Elk will spot your tickets and be like, when did you guys get those tickets?
Earlier today.
Okay. We could probably also trade those in.
That'd be great.
We could give you credit for those.
Awesome. much?
Absolutely.
You said these were today. Can I look at them?
Yeah, please.
Hand them over.
Okay. He like motioned somebody over, and a halfling with like a long hair that like covers his face and is like kind of covered in pelts, like comes out from behind a box and like looks at them and like looks through the tickets and like looks at him and like nods. And he like looks over at you and he's like, I'll give you 3,250 for the lot.
So 3,250 gold.
No, 3,250,000 gold.
Sold.
Wow.
Whew. She like picks out her golem and like gives it another high five. See, wasn't a waste of time.
But just think of all the little combs we could have gotten.
Well, the combs will always be there, Master Urbanborn.
Are you going to use any random comb on your hair?
Once I take care of it, yes.
All right.
All right. So what are you guys up to now?
So we're looking
Level
at
28,
items.
I believe.
Oh. It's like $5 million, maybe even closer to 6.
Well, figure out exactly how much you have.
He gave us
Oh.
3,250,000.
So we now have 5,600,600.
What can we get for the 600?
Yeah, right.
For the 600,000?
Maybe another drink.
I mean,
No, just for the 600 to round it off, so we don't have to remember 600.
So level 2 items are 520, and level 3 items are 680.
Dang it.
Crap.
Then the next is level 6 items are 1800. Here. Level 7 items are 2600. We can get rid of that 600 right there. I personally would actually like a level 10 item.
Which item is that?
What's that?
I want my wall walkers back.
Hmm.
Are there higher level wall walkers?
There are not.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
So
I
they're
mean-
like a level 10 item.
Yeah, how much does that cost? It's probably pretty cheap, right?
It's 5k.
Okay, yeah. Go for it, buddy.
Woo!
So a few things that I think would be useful. If there are some of these things are specifically useful for me, but like are also generally useful would be the diamond cincture, level 20. Because it allows other people to heal with their action as opposed to putting all the pressure on Randus.
yeah, I did find. Let me see. Which one is this? Is it the troll hide? No, that's not it.
For 1.5 million, I could get a full set of Tinker's Inventions.
I don't even know what that is.
It's one of the item group things.
Oh, cool. What do those do?
Well, it's one of those things where you get more things the more sets you have.
Sure.
All sorts of like additional healing from my infusions and gauntlets transforms. Yeah, I don't know. It's just looking at more thematic things. I'll need to read and see what it actually all does. But
Well, when it comes to healing, the Bracers of Respite, 325,000, level 22. As a free action, use this power when an ally adjacent to you regains hit points. You or one other ally adjacent to you regains one, or in this case, 4d8 hit points.
ooh, I can get boots that make me fly.
Yeah. So yeah, I like the diamond cincture. I like the ring of tenacious will, which Sparkle used to have. It's a radically increases her healing surges by making them trigger off of charisma off of con.
Yeah, that's not gonna help anybody except for Sparkle, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It will drastically help Sparkle, though.
Sure.
Torque of power preservation is pretty generally useful since it lets you regain encounter powers.
Artificer's Belt would let me restore someone's daily power when I use a healing infusion on them.
That's neat.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I don't have that anymore, do I? And I haven't gotten to actually bust out new kit yet. I'm
Oh, a
thinking about,
magic
that'd be
item daily
useful with
power,
that.
not
Wait,
a-
nope. That's
Yeah.
Dolan power.
Not
Torque of
quite
Power
as-
Preservation is a next slot item, right?
There's a epic tier quaff of Mind Iron. Quaif? That can't be right.
Quaff.
Quaff.
The Quaff of the Mandal. And what does it do, huh?
Just power when you would be dazed, dominated, or stunned by an attack that targets your will defense. You are not dazed, dominated, or stunned by the attack. So it's once per encounter. I'm actually not any of these things.
Nice. Yeah, strike backs are also just always good because you get to make free attacks with them if you're getting hit in melee.
And those are wrist slot.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a really cool looking gleaming diamond bracers that give me resist, or the user resist 15 to a particular type of damage that has already been dealt to you. But I used
So
to
you
have,
have to take the hit once.
yeah, like
Yeah.
somebody hit you with psychic damage, then you can't be, for the rest of the encounter, you take resist 15 to that particular type of damage.
That's still quite useful since things that do it once tend to do it basically all the time.
Yeah. You know, I used to have a Torque of Power Preservation. And since I don't now, that might be good to have.
How often can you use that power?
It's a daily. But, you get something like the one sword that gives you basically, it gives you almost 4 uses of that thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, could I get a Torque of Power Preservation +4. It's a level 20. It's only 125,000 gold.
What would it do at +5?
Basically the same thing, but it increases my Fortitude, Reflex, and Will by 5. But it's also $625,000.
That's
That's
a lot.
arm slot item.
A
No, that's
next
a next
slot
slot
item. Yeah.
I would say that's a good question. There is anybody missing neck, armor, or weapon?
Yeah, that's why I said earlier. I'm missing
Well,
boot, neck,
Yeah, I mean,
and
so
bracers.
many of us are but it doesn't matter nearly so much because of inherent bonuses.
True.
So it doesn't matter
I am not missing
in
any of
that
this.
sense, but armor tends to have particular powers. Weapons tend to have particular powers, which are useful in combat.
Yes.
So if you don't have your armor slot covered, you can look into armor and get something decent.
Fair enough.
Get something that's going to be pretty useful.
Yeah, I've got armor and weapon covered.
I do
but
not have neck.
I do not have neck.
I have all 3. I think the only thing that I have open is head slot.
You probably have hands and feet, don't you?
I think the iron armbands are the hand slot item, aren't they? Or those arm
arm slots are
Those
different.
are arm.
Yeah, so I don't have hands or feet.
Yeah, and then
But I do have a neck, which is horrifying.
I don't know if anybody got another ring, but I think pretty much everybody has a ring slot open.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I got one.
I think I do want to get that Torque of Power Preservation.
Okay.
Sure.
That's 125,000.
All right. I will deduct that.
How much did we have total?
5.6 something million.
I thought she said 5.
It is currently at 5.95600 because I deducted some for Ket's gloves. So how much was yours, Orem?
125,000.
Would it be worth looking at the level 5? I mean, 625 is steep, but I mean, boosting Orem in situations where he might.
Well, I just don't want to get too
knocked
greedy
down.
because, like I said, I still need boots and bracers.
Sure.
Right.
Sorry. Give me that number again.
125,000.
You said it was level 20?
It's a level 20.
Which one was it? The
Torque of Power Preservation +4. That's from the Adventurer's Vault.
was it neck slot?
Yep.
Oh, there it is.
Yep.
I could kind of go for having a belt of endurance again at whatever as low a level as Rodrigo will let me get away with.
As low a level?
Yeah, because just basically wanting the daily power.
Yeah. I don't think, unless there is no version of something that is higher, you guys probably will not be able to get anything below Paragon level. So below level 21.
Oh, so I can't get that Torque then? Because that was level 20.
You would have to pick it up at...
The next one would be 25.
Yeah, 25.
Okay, well then I'm going to have to get that one then.
Does that mean I cannot get the wall walkers?
Is there a higher level wall walkers?
No.
Then you can get them.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Sam. So instead of $125,000, it's $625,000.
There you
So
go.
Subtract another
$500,000.
half mil.
Yeah.
500. Okay.
Yeah.
Noted.
But you said that gives you bonuses to your.
Yeah, to Reflex and Will and.
Are those standard bonuses, or those only when you trigger a power?
No, those
It's
are
No,
the
those
next
those are
slot.
those
standard.
It's a
bonuses
next-
are always there, but they're not going to count because as natural
Right.
bonuses are higher. But the
Got it.
important thing is that for the Torque of Power Reservation, you have to roll.
Yeah.
So he has to roll a d20 plus the items enhancement bonus, which means this version rolls
much
at
better.
1 point higher.
Yeah, and I have to hit a 10 or higher. Or
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I have to hit above a 10 to get that to retrigger. But like I said, it gives me the ability to, like I said, if I can do one sword essentially 4 hits, that's a pretty big deal. Or if I could use, any of my encounter powers, again, could be a big bonus.
Mhm.
Is that the only encounter power you have below level 25 at this point?
I'd have to look.
The Torque of Power Preservation is a daily.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean his one sword?
Yeah. Because if that's literally the only thing he can get back with it.
Use a power after using an encounter power of the Torque's level or lower.
That actually would open up a lot.
Yeah, that's true. So, smart Wizards of the Coast.
Yeah.
So yeah, do you have anything besides the one sword? Because
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it's worth just having for the one sword.
Oh yeah, no.
but-
I mean, I got Wall of Force. Oh no, that's not an encounter power. I've got my freezing bolts. I've got my mass charm. I've got my flames protection.
yeah, you guys should
yeah,
still
I've
be
got-
walking around with stuff below level 25.
Yeah, no,
Like-
I've got a bunch of stuff.
Fair.
Now I need some boots that
And it's
don't let me
encounter
fall down.
powers in general, so it counts for
Utilities, yeah.
utilities, which don't ever go away. So
Mhm.
presumably he actually does have a bunch of powers that this could help.
So in the case of like say the diamond cincture, it's got level 10, 20, and 30. So would we have to buy
So-
the 30?
You would have to go for 30 because
Okay.
level 20 is below Paragon level.
Yeah, all right, that's probably not worth it then.
Are there any rituals that we'd be able to pick up currently?
I would say not from Elk. Elk is straight up
Has no scrolls or anything?
no, he's just dealing in weaponry right now. If he gets any scrolls, he's probably bartering them away for weapons.
Probably be more private research kind of thing.
Yeah, at this point.
Fair enough.
There probably are places where you could go if you specifically wanted to do that, but you would definitely wouldn't trust them as much as you trust Elk.
Yeah.
Like places in this island if you wanted to.
Oh, that sounds like a
Sure.
terrible idea.
What is
Name
What
tattoos.
is everyone's teleport range?
Well, my teleport
Mm.
is contingent on me hitting someone, so
What's the distance of that?
it's basically 5 squares or possibly 10 squares if I'm taking a penalty.
Okay.
I've got a Dately for 20 squares, an encounter for 10 squares, and a at will for 1 square.
Hmm.
Are you looking at one of the ones that increases?
Teleport. Yeah, Eldrin boots, which lets me go 10 squares instead of whatever my normal was.
I said those ones are pretty
Mm.
cool.
And
I've
they're
got
cheap.
an actual teleport for 3, and then I've got the primal leap, which is for all intents and purposes a teleport.
Yeah.
Or like 18.
Yeah. So if I could get a little bit more distance, that might help. Also, I do have a power, as we've seen, with a little sparkle, that I can take someone with me.
Yeah, I don't have a thing to look up the price, but if someone could check the price for that ring for me, it would be really helpful.
What's the name of the ring?
Oh, which
the
ring?
what's it called? Ring of Tenacious Will.
Do you remember the level?
That is, yeah, I've got it right here.
Okay.
It's
Oh.
level 21.
Ring of Tenacious Will is 225,000.
225.
All right. If no one objects, I'd like to get that back again.
Go for it.
Thank you.
No objection here.
And I think I'm going to get those Eldrin boots.
Does
How much
anyone
are they?
have tattoos?
45,000.
Would you be able to get tattoos here?
Yeah, we got some magic tattoos.
Demon skin tattoo seems kind of neat. Because basically, when you spend an action point to take an extra action, shoot acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder, gain resist 15 to the chosen type until the end of the encounter. I just like being able to choose during an encounter.
Mm-hmm.
That's neat.
And that's only 425,000 at level 23, so fairly affordable. If we don't spend our action points in a skill challenge before then.
And I don't know, there's a ton of stuff. All the good stuff is too expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kind of.
Do you know if there's anything else that grants bonuses to teleportation?
There's that helm of teleportation, I think.
I'm looking more like what the boots that Stephen was just talking about,
Mm-hmm.
the Eldrin boots, since they also add a plus to a teleport.
Yep.
Because getting even 1 extra square on my at will teleport would be insane.
Sure.
Oh, you know what? Let's see. No, you know what? I don't need Eldrin boots because I do have Helm of Teleportation.
Well, they don't do the same thing.
Helm of Teleportation. Let me bring it up here. Move yourself to an adjacent ally up to 6 squares. Oh, yeah. No, but at level 25, you teleport yourself or an adjacent ally up to 12 squares. So it's...
Yeah, you can have both.
Oh, okay.
If you want to go all in on teleportation, they first off, each of them gives you an additional teleport,
Right.
and then they also give you some properties.
Oh, okay. All right.
What level
Okay,
is
so
Helm
I
of teleportation?
have a question.
'Kay.
At this level, is a +4 item bonus meaningful? Like a +4 that's pretty good.
It depends to what.
Well,
If
I'm
it's a
looking
+4
at an
item bonus to your defenses or attack, no. If it's a +4 bonus to a skill, yes.
Yeah. To 3
or
skills,
to other
actually.
non-attack type.
Yeah, anything that bonuses to skills is really good. Like I'm thinking of the Boots of Balance, which is a +5 item bonus to acrobatics check as a property, and then as a daily, I can reroll an acrobatics check.
Well, I'm looking at the Sandals of Precise Stepping, and I don't know how spendy if they're too spendy, but it would be a bonus to acrobatics, athletics, and stealth, which would make me actually meaningful for stealth, but it would also boost my primary back and forth when we're actually in skills challenges, because I tend to roll from athletics to acrobatics pretty so.
How much are those?
1.125 at level 26.
Oh, that's pretty pricey.
That's pretty spendy, yeah. But damn it, it's 3 different things.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be down for it if we, have the money.
Be down for it if you decided that Sakar needs that +6 bonus once you factor in that he gets to roll 2 dice.
Heck yeah.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
that's fair.
Yeah. And it would give me a stealth of 22, which might actually make me useful in stealth check situations.
That's still not great at this level.
Is that with your wolf form?
Oh, that's a good question. Where's my wolfity form?
Honestly, that's why I was looking at the belt of endurance, because I kind of missed that instant win on endurance.
Jump and fish hooks. That would give me a 27 with my wolf form.
Yeah.
For
that's
stealth.
That's respectable.
So I don't know.
That's a real check.
I would say that if we were to go that way, that would be the only thing that I would do, and then I would just back out, because that is a ton. But
yeah, I mean, so the thing is, like, we basically have enough money for each of us to spend about that much. So, like, if each of us spends about 1 million gold, like, we'll be good. So you can do that over like one big item like that, or a few little items.
I'm thinking, well, I have 2 thought process on this. One, I'm really proud that I found something cool. And Rodrigo didn't tell me here's a cool thing. And 2, I really feel like the skill bonus is something that would be good. That would put me over 30 for athletics, and it would bump acrobatics to a not terrible.
Well, and honestly, wardens are pretty hard up for skills. So
yeah. Skill bonuses seems like something that I don't see a lot of. So I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I really like the idea of buffing our skills, since skill challenges have been getting a lot harder.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been rolling 30s and failing. So
how does this nonsense sound?
Oh God.
It's the Helm of Heroes. You and each ally within 10 squares get a +2 item bonus to saving throws against fear effects, which is okay. The daily item power. Use this power when you grant an ally a basic attack, which is something I do kind of constantly, right?
Right.
That ally can take a standard action instead.
So it's great, but that costs 3.125 million.
Oh, would we have to go with the?
Yep.
The epic level.
Yep.
Yeah. And the belt with
crab cakes.
21. Start at 21. There we go.
There we go. Oh, we could take the golem back out.
Yeah, how much for the golem?
No.
Did you get that at the boardwalk? He looks at his little unkempt guy, comes over to look at the golem.
Oh God.
Nods at him. I'll give you 4,250 for the golem.
Sophie's
Really?
choice. It's Sophie's choice.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Sophie's
What does the
choice.
golem actually do?
Oh, it's not what the golem does. It's just a piece of the boardwalk that came out, and we're able to suss that out and put it into drinks, making them intensely addictive. Like, we can basically get everyone on this island hooked just with your tickets and this golem. So, very valuable to us.
Ah.
I really wish you hadn't told us that.
Yeah.
Orm's on his third Fey drink. Really, you don't say.
They're good.
Yeah.
So Sparkle has a choice.
No, she
I'm not
doesn't. She's
selling
not
the
selling
golem
the
to be
golem.
broken down into drugs.
Hey, Randus, can you tell what the
Broken
golem
out into
actually
cola
does?
candy. Does it actually do anything, or is it just narrative?
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
77.
What is that? these days?
Nonsense.
Let's see.
I'm just hunting for botches here.
Yep.
Oh, damn it, it's Brian.
I'm kind of sad it's not 42 anymore. 47.
The golem seems to kind of have two modes. Under the right circumstances, it would operate kind of as a figurine of wondrous power, and has like abilities and powers and stuff. Under most other circumstances, it just acts as a like a repeater for some sort of effect.
Mm.
In this case, very likely it just functions as a remote repeater for the boardwalks, like you should stay here and play forever effect.
Mm-hmm. Good to know. I'll pass that information along.
So what's a figurine of wondrous power?
Figurine of wondrous power is an item that it's a wondrous item. And basically, there's like a lion and a donkey and a dog.
Mm-hmm.
And basically you can spend an action activating them, and then they function as an additional character. I don't know what the highest level figurines of wondrous power, or even if they go above Paragon level. But as Randa spends a little bit more time looking at it, he can figure out what the specific conditions are for it to be a figurine of wondrous power.
Adventurer's Vault doesn't show one above level 11.
Yeah,
that's not
they
great.
don't go up very high.
Fine, I'll sell the golem to
No,
be
you don't
ground up
have
into
to.
drugs.
No, you don't have to.
No.
It means a lot to you.
It's for the cause, though. Killing Asmodeus means a lot more to me.
True. I mean, it's not like we haven't lost him and had him return before.
Is he going to feel any pain?
Don't think it's capable of it.
Are you asking me?
Yes.
Hey, is he gonna feel any pain? And the guy looks at him and like looks back at Elk. Like, only if whatever he's got his hooks on is looking at it.
So, like, if I look at it, you mean?
Yeah, probably. Is it yours? Did you win it?
Yes.
Oh yeah, if you're around, it's gonna scream and cry and beg.
Oh. That's terrible.
Please don't kill me, Mama.
Yeah, exactly like that.
Yeah.
And
Why?
Terrible.
if you're not around, then probably not. It might try to hook like one of us in, but yeah, it's like we're all like a bunch of exiled halflings. We're like basically heartless at this point, right? And everybody's like,
Yeah.
You're pretty much.
Yeah.
You got to do what you can to survive.
It's up to you.
4,250,000 gold for that thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't turn that down. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
The golem like reaches out for a little sparkle
I'm
as
sorry.
as one of the halflings comes over and just like sticks it in a box.
Bye.
All right,
It's the
you got
figurine. It's
an
not
additional
technically alive.
4,250,000 credit.
God, you are awful,
Oh.
Rodrigo.
Yeah, I know.
You're a terrible.
Fine.
You
So at
say
then
that
this
like
point,
you
I
haven't
would
been
say-
playing this game for 5 or like 10 years.
Yeah.
At this point, I would say, how about some sandals, y'all?
sounds fine.
Yeah, go for it, man.
And I would like to get the Bracers of Respite, 325,000 gold pieces.
All right, 1 second. Let me change the calculations. All right, 325, you said?
Yeah, 325,000.
All right, and how much is those sandals, Matthew?
At level 26, 1.125 million.
All right.
What level are those bracers?
Level 22.
Okay.
And those are the highest ones.
And they're, you said they were 32,500?
325,000.
325,000. That's what it is.
So at this point, if somebody gets, and I'm standing next to somebody who gets hit points, regains hit points, then me or one other ally adjacent to me regains 4d8 hit points.
Nice.
Kit,
Yes.
I'm saying you can regain some hit points if we stick together.
Oh yeah, I had to give up my actual my favorite next slot item.
Keep looking at stuff that's thematically awesome, but essentially useless.
Yeah.
There is some of that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Seems.
And I'm like,
So-
I've already got one item that's thematically awesome and basically useless, and we spent a whole episode talking about it. So I
Would
feel like
anyone
yeah.
like the Horn of Baldigir?
What
Or
is
Ace Horn of
that?
Baldigir? Daily item, or it's a wondrous item, daily action, or daily power, triggers when we roll initiative at the beginning of an encounter. You and each ally within 10 squares of you gain a +5 item bonus to initiative checks and a +2 power bonus to attack rolls on his or her first turn during the encounter.
I mean, my
Guess-
initiative is already crazy high, so I don't know that I need that, but it's cool though.
What constitutes crazy high? Like
Uh,
26.
What is my initiative? 8, or sorry, my initiative bonus is 24.
That is high. I literally didn't know because my initiative. I'm just like, is my initiative bonus good? I don't know.
What is your initiative?
18.
Yeah, that's,
Your
I would
initiative
say
is
that's
not good.
normal. That's like a normal initiative.
A normal dude.
My
Yeah.
initiative is a 16. If you're only 2 points higher, it's not good.
Thanks. It's good
My
to
initiative
have
is
friends.
trash.
Are there any kind of ring items that keep me from falling over? I guess those would be
Going
boot.
prone.
Those would be
Those are
boot
Ring of
things.
mostly
sobriety.
things.
Oh, ring of sobriety.
No, I'm just kidding.
I was
That's-
gonna
that's not a
say.
thing.
I do have mantle of regrets, but no
So our rings, are those considered ring slot or hand slot?
ring. You can have two of
Ring
those,
slot.
right? Correct.
Rob, are you getting your wall walkers?
Yes, I am
How
getting
much
my
are
wall
those?
walkers. 5,000.
Okay.
Yeah, I already deducted that.
Yeah, they're negligible. Why do I have a miscellaneous bonus to initiative?
Could be a Paragon
what?
Path or Epic Destiny thing.
It's the familiar.
Oh, well, there you go.
That would explain why I don't remember it at all.
Yeah,
There
so
you
that's
go.
what I'm saying. Matthew's initiative is okay. Your initiative is actually crap. You have a feat that helps you with it.
Yeah. So take back your asparagus, Mr. Man.
What kind of pool of money we still looking at?
Oh, a ton. Give me a second. We've got
So-
7.5 million.
Would you be okay with me spending 1,550,000 on a demon skin tattoo and a belt of endurance?
Please. Sorry, what was the total again?
It'd be 1,550,000.
Yeah, tattoos.
So about getting that tinker set, but I think this would actually be more useful.
What tattoo did I have?
I'm pretty sure it was olive oil, because every time you ate a can of spinach, it would be like da 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 da. So, what kind of ring were you looking for, Stephen?
I was looking for something that would
anchors.
keep me from falling over, but that'd probably be more of a boot thing. But my elven boots are really what I'd rather have.
Keep you from falling over in terms of
Becoming
Like-
prone.
can't be knocked prone.
Yeah.
What were those boots that I had when I was a previous guy whose name we don't mention?
I know there was the boost to let you stand
So
up as
these
a minor
won't stop
action.
you from becoming prone, but they will help you make it mitigate it. And they're dirt cheap, which is acrobat boots.
Those
They
Those
get
are the
up,
ones.
huh?
Those are the ones.
And those, I think
They
those let
let
you
you take
fall
spend a
wherever
minor
you
action
want.
to step out from prone.
I think I'd rather have the teleportation. So the only thing that I have left open is one ring slot. So
There's a nullifying ring. No, wait, that's hugely expensive. Never mind. Say immediate interrupt uses power when you'd be hit by an attack. Gain a +6 power bonus to all defenses.
nice.
But it's also 3.125 million.
I mean, we got the money.
Which is ridiculous.
Can
What,
someone tell me how much
level is-
strike backs are?
What level is your belt of endurance?
Epic
Brian?
tier at 26.
Strike backs at what
Strikebacks?
level?
Oh, I don't know. What
They are
what levels?
only
what are
at
the
level
options?
10.
Strike backs are at level 10, 5,000 gold pieces.
Okay, yeah, they're just the one base. I mean, I think I'll go with that because it's so efficient.
Those are a hand slot item?
Yeah.
So you can have those and the iron armbands?
Yeah,
Yeah.
armbands or wrist.
And
Oh,
they're
okay.
5,000 gold?
Yes,
Can I have some too?
Yes.
I'd recommend it.
Heck yeah. I'm not saying I remember having those in a previous life, but yeah. If those are like 5,000 gold.
Yeah, they're super good.
Oh,
Are there any good funny hats? I could use
Okay.
a funny hat.
There's a fair chunk of
Check
them.
head slot.
Thank you, Brian.
I'm if no one minds, I would also like to pick up the Crown of Command. It's it would give me a +4 item bonus to diplomacy and intimidate checks, both of which I have trained. And as a free action, I'd be able to use it when an ally within 5 squares of me fails on a diplomacy or an intimidate check to make him re-roll.
Ooh, I like that a lot.
Oh, and you could backstop Cat.
Exactly.
You guys could backstop each other and be like super,
Yeah.
super sneaky liars.
I have that as a utility power.
Rodrigo, are
Right?
you keeping track of what the items we're actually buying, or should we be doing that separately?
I'm trying to get them all down. So far I have Sandals of Precise Stepping, Bracers of
Mhm.
Respite, Wall Walkers, Demon Skin Tattoo, Belt of Endurance,
Yep. Those are my tallies.
Eladrin boots,
Eladrin Boots, what level?
16.
And
Highest level
there
is-
aren't any higher level
There aren't any
Eladrin
higher
Boots?
level Eladrin boots.
Okay.
Then there's also
And
the Torque of Preservation +5.
How much are those?
The Eladrin boots were 45,000.
45,000.
Yeah, 45,000. And the Torque of Power Preservation +5 is 625,000.
It is 625,000.
Yep.
And what level is that?
Those are, I want to say 20. Whoa, no, hold on. 25? Yeah, 25.
And then a pair of strike backs each for Team Pointy Face.
And then
Oh,
I
brilliance
am
is
also
kind of a funny
getting
hat.
the
How
Crown of
much are the strike
Command.
backs?
5,000 each.
Yep.
And they are level 10. That's the highest available, apparently.
And those are hand items?
Correct.
Yes.
And what was your crown of what, Sam?
Crown of Command is head slot, and it's 65,000.
And what level is that?
17. That's the only thing that comes as.
Okay.
And then I also got the a ring. What was it called again? The Ring of Tenacious Will, which is level 21. And I don't remember how much that cost.
Ring of Tenacious D, $225,000.
$225,000.
How much do we have left, Sam?
We have 5,875,000.
All right, for my last item, because this will fill me up.
Last item up for bid.
Level 24, Ring of Regeneration, 525,000. I gain a +3 item bonus to my healing surges. As a daily miner, I regain 1 healing surge when you've already used today. And if you've reached at least 1 milestone today, you also gain Regenerate 10 until the end of the encounter until you spend a healing surge.
Neat.
I'm pretty sure that's the one.
I was actually just looking at that one myself.
Yeah. I just...
Hey, Rodrigo.
Yes.
When I use my Warden's Fury, that's an opportunity attack, right? Or is it
No, it's
caused
it's
by
an immediate attack.
Okay.
Ooh. Hey, Ket, check out this Ring of Free Time.
What level?
29.
I was kind of looking at that Time Wizard stuff too, but it's awfully expensive.
Yeah. It's 2.6 million, but man, it looks
Resist
pretty
5
cool.
to all
And
damage.
not too much of it would actually benefit me, but yeah.
But look at your
rewards.
free action.
Take an additional minor action on your turn. If you've reached at least 1 milestone today, you can use this power at will once per round. Ugh.
I say flavor-wise, it really fit, but that's some expensive stuff.
Okay.
Also, how many minor actions do you throw around?
Yeah.
I was looking at it for you.
Yeah. No, I was. Brian was looking at it because it's very flavorful for Randus.
Yeah, it is. And he's got what? Don't
a
you
lot
have
of
like?
his heals are minor actions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
With a
I think
few
I'm.
standard action heals too stacked in there.
I think I
and you
am
can only
done.
use your primary heal once a turn, anyways, right?
Yeah, there was a thing in the Tinker set that would let me do it twice a turn, but
Oops.
yeah. But again, I feel like that the Belt of Endurance is a better belt waste slot item, and the rest of the stuff, I'd get more healing out of my heals, out of my class heals, but still not quite. Phil was where I feel like the stuff I got is more useful.
Yeah. Any funny hats that look like they might benefit your local vampire?
We could go the complete opposite route and get you the Helm of Brilliance.
And what? Laying aside the question of how the opposite of Sakaar is brilliance, let's talk for a moment about what the hell that is.
It's a shiny helmet that gives you some fire resistance as long as the fire damage doesn't get too much, and then it causes you to take more fire damage.
Where are you guys looking at all these descriptions, by the way? Is it something that I have access to, or?
I'm using Hero Lab.
I'm in the
just using
character builder.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
actually just looking at the book. What's the name
There's
of
a
that
whole
book?
bunch of extra powers that came with that Helm of Brilliance too.
The only Helm of Brilliance I can find is 5th edition.
It's from Mordecai's Magnificent Emporium.
Yeah, let's see. Helm of Brilliance, level 23. Attack range 10, 1 creature. The helm's level +3 versus will. Hit 15 radiant damage, and the target is dazed until the end of your next turn. That's a daily. It has another daily standard action, area burst 2 within 10. So it has a bunch of powers: utility power, minor action. Helm casts bright light in a 10 square radius until you extinguish it as a minor action. Property, you gain resist 15 fire. If an attack deals more fire damage than 20 plus 1/2 your level before your resistance is applied, you instead have vulnerable 15 fire against that attack. I would say just for that, it's probably not worth it,
I was gonna
because
say, it sounds
enemies
terrible,
deal
but it's
a lot of
funny.
damage nowadays.
Yes.
That's presumably why it's so good, but
I don't have a Mordred Canaans, so
that's okay.
it's all right.
Kind of
How
a
much-
weird
How much money did you guys start out with? I mean, once everything was
extra
traded in.
4.
No, an
Yeah,
extra
well,
7.
7,000 or
Yeah,
7 million some.
No, we
I
traded
want
in.
to say we've
We traded in almost 7 million with of stuff. 6 points.
like
Or,
7.5 million. We started
Yeah.
with like two, not quite 2.5. So
Right.
we would have been just shy of 10
10.
million when we started.
How about this, ladies and gentlemen? Hot haggling action right here.
Oh,
critical hit.
yeah.
I think I'm topped off. I think this is a good balance of moving people around and getting to people and being able to heal people and use people and protect myself and bonus stuff. So
If I can get a funny hat, that will give me something in any slot. But again, I
There's
don't want to use money on a funny hat unless we have a hat that's going to actually be meaningful.
or
Oh, that ring of free time is so
I
good.
know, isn't it? Isn't it? It's really cool. I think Randus, maybe you should get it.
What's it do?
It
gives me
you
an
gain
extra
resist
minor
5
action.
all. Like that right there alone is worth the price.
Yeah.
Then as an encounter power, for a free action, you can take an additional minor action this turn. If you've reached at least one milestone, you can use this power at will once per round. So it gives you if
So
we
he
reach
just-
a milestone,
Yeah, he suddenly just becomes a healing machine.
you get to use the power. You get a free minor action, additional minor action every round.
I almost feel like I'd run out of heals before I'd run out of minor actions.
I would say, yeah, like I think Ket's the most capable of utilizing that to ridiculous extents, because I have so many minor actions that I have to use in any given round.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the time jumping boots in that same set is also kind of tempting, just so I can get my disappearing trick back.
Those time jumping boots are cool.
Oh, wait. So I think you guys mentioned this earlier. Are there set pieces in 4th edition? Like if you had...
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And what happens when you get all those?
Were they
So,
introduced
the
in
set that
Adventure
we're looking
Vault
at-
Like
2?
set bonuses?
Is the Time Wizard's tools.
Mm-hmm.
If you have 2 pieces, you gain an item bonus to initiative checks equal to twice the number of items you have from the set.
Yeah.
If you have all 4 pieces, you gain an additional use. You gain 1 additional use per day of magic item daily powers.
Nice.
Each use of a magic item daily power must come from a different magic item. So, at Epic tier, we have 3 daily item powers per day, or 4.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, 3.
So
least
this
that's
would
what my
give you a
sheet says.
4th daily item power
Nice.
if you have all 4 pieces, which would spend
wouldn't wanna-
basically all of our money.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to give up my Ion Stone, so I wouldn't get all 4 things anyways. And yeah,
So
but
if you
I don't know,
have
maybe-
this Helm of Brilliance and you accidentally set your butt on fire,
yeah, it's bad.
would
wouldn't actually get that, I just-
existing fire resistance help that?
So I think if you get a vulnerability and a resistance, they would
Mhm.
kind of cancel each other, like they would bite into each other. So you would, if the resistance is higher, you would lose that many points of resistance. And if the vulnerability is higher, you would lose that many points of vulnerability.
So my resistance to fire is... God, I don't even know. Resistance 3 plus twice the weapon's enhancement bonus. So that would be 11. And there's a possibility of 15 vulnerable if you misfire, he said, punnily. And it's no, that's not a cheap hat. That's an expensive hat. Wait, level 23 is still Paragon, right?
It's epic. What I had meant to say was epic.
Good, lovely. So a level 23 Helm of Brilliance is 425,000 gold. You gain resist fire. Now that resist fire would not stack, correct? Or what?
No, not with any resist fire you already have. It's
So I have
take the better.
Right. So I'd have it would increase my resistance to fire, which is yay. If an attack deals more fire damage than 20 plus 1/2 your level. Oh God, there's math.
Yeah, I really wouldn't get that.
It's gonna say not unless Rob agrees to do the
I
math.
mean, I find
for
it
me.
funny. I just wouldn't
do what?
actually deal with it.
Yeah.
No, Brian is like, hey, you should get a Helm of Brilliance because you're stupid.
No,
And I'm like,
because it's a ridiculous magic item and it amuses me, but I wouldn't actually think you should get it
Actually,
because it's actually pretty stupid.
Where's the Helm of Brilliance?
That's in Mordenkainen's magical to snorkery.
What level?
There's also the Helm of
23.
7 Deaths.
23.
There's
do need
a
I
field
don't
effects,
have the
Matthew.
Helm of Brilliance.
there's 3 Helm of Brilliant. One's a level 28, and that's
Yeah, the
2.
level 28 is super
2.1
expensive.
2.1 million.
Yeah, you can
The
get it
level
as low as 23, but you could get the level 28 one. But I'm just gonna say, stop looking at the Helm of Brilliance.
Yeah.
It's like you're not gonna
Stupid.
get it. It literally involves math.
I'm not.
And
I'm looking
it's
at the
like-
Helm of 7 Deaths and seeing if it also has math.
I didn't
Yeah, it
pull up
does.
the right character
It's all
builder.
full of
It's
if-then
only
statements.
it's only 1,000 gold, dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it's got like 15 various powers. If then, do this, turn around, crumple up your character sheet, throw it over your shoulder, and bark like a dog. Bull crap. And
I would like
Frankly-
to actually pitch that everyone buys an Ion Stone of their primary stat if that is available.
Ion
Already done.
Stone of what?
So for you, it would be
Hold on.
Might, which gives you a +4
Yeah.
item bonus to strength-based skill checks and strength ability checks,
What are
and
my
a
strength abilities?
+5 item bonus to the damage roll on strength-based attacks.
Jumping fish hooks. Did you say +5 damage bonus?
Yeah, you know how my intelligence skills are stupid? That's at least partially why.
Yeah, Daddy needs an Ion Stone of Might, dude.
okay, but
That was
This-
creepy.
this is important.
Yes.
The Iron Stone of Might is an item bonus,
Oh,
which
so it
I
won't
believe
stack
the
stack with
sandals
the,
are as well. So that will not stack with your athletics.
Won't stack.
Take the
So
banner.
the Iron Stone is going to give you a 1 point higher bonus to athletics.
Yep.
But not give you anything to acrobatics or stealth.
Mhm.
The sandals give bonuses to 1 point lower bonus to
Mhm.
acrobatics, stealth, and athletics. But the Iron Stone also gives you a damage bonus.
So you can't really do both?
I mean, you could do both.
Right.
But
the benefits would not stack.
the benefits overlap basically. So you would
Yeah.
use your Iron Stone's bonus
Mhm.
for attacks and
Damage roll.
athletics, and the sandals bonus for stealth and acrobatics. And at that point, you got to ask yourself, how often are you going to be actually rolling stealth and acrobatics if you have to buy a whole other magic item just for those guys?
Yeah, and
Mm.
also the Iron Armband's power, it would subsume that. So we, I
yeah.
might buy it for the Iron Stone of Agility and then just sell my Armbands of Power if they're willing to do so, or willing to
Yeah,
buy
but
them.
it's
Half
it's a
price,
quarter of the price.
or half price. You meant? Sorry,
Quarter of the price.
a quarter of the price. All right, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still think
He's
that's.
running a
I think
comic
that's
shop.
worth it for me. I don't know that it's necessarily worth it for you or anyone else who has like other big item bonuses to certain things.
Well, now that you mention it.
I would say the
Iron
one
S-
the
Nah, I'm good.
so those I've been working with the original character builder and not the bonus one.
Not the plus ultra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are you looking
Mm.
for?
Any suggestions that are from stuff after they took the character builder
Oh, okay.
away?
So Sam, are you gonna get the Iron Stone of Agility?
Yes, I am, and I'm going to sell the Iron Armbands of Power. So if you could tell me how much I get for those, that'd be great.
Iron armbands
What level are they?
of power.
They're level 16.
So they are
Level 21 Iron Stone.
Correct.
Okay.
45,000, so 1/4 of 45,000.
Yeah, so 125. 25.
12.5, yeah.
Yeah, 12.5.
All right, 12,500.
Yep.
Thank you.
Would it though?
No.
A
it'd
quarter of
be
12.5 is a quarter
11,250.
of 50,000. Yeah.
What is it?
11,250. Not 12,500.
Oh, thank you.
Math is hard.
I was only off by 25.
Mordenkainen doesn't have any good hats. All these hats are like complicated hats and
Yeah, I think the ion stones are kind of the
Wait,
best
sorry.
in
It was
the hat
it was
department.
11,250. You said.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm half tempted to just pick up the Eldrin Ring of Passage again. Just increase my teleport distance once more.
Sam, how much money did you guys start out with before the buy-ups?
Sorry, before we got like redeemed our tickets and such like that.
Yep.
So we'd started at like, oh god.
So okay,
here's-
so look at your stuff. The tickets were 3,250,000 and 4,250,000. So when you take that out, how much did you start with?
So give me a second. Sorry, there's a lot of math going on here.
Yeah.
Sorry, 5,250,000 you said.
It's 3,250,000 and 4,250,000
1 second.
were your two
So
credits.
that's 7.5.
Yeah.
So then we started with 1.4 or 1.2.
I thought we started with over 2 million.
I think we did. We started with like
You
2
know what?
million.
Oh, that's the problem is that I've been subtracting things in different places. So that was that. So yes, you're right. I'd have to, unfortunately, let me a second. Nope. My calculator's history isn't going back that far. So I don't know. I guess I could undo some things on my Google Docs. Give me a second.
Exciting accounting action.
Yep.
I remember it started with 2 million and ended with 600 because I didn't want the 600.
Well, we're gonna have to stop here, and Steven's gonna have to listen to the tape.
No.
I got this. Give me a second.
Flag on the field.
Yeah. Is there, not to open a side discussion, any benefit to an ion stone of your secondary?
I mean, if you got some pretty good
Gravity.
skills in that group, I probably wouldn't make use of the damage bonus, but
Okay, we
Well-
started with 2,350,600.
2,350,000.
600.
Sorry. 2,000,003. Oh God, come on. 2,350,600.
Correct.
All right. So your total with the credits is 9,850,600.
Mhm.
You have spent for let me extend this a little bit for the following items: sandals of precise stepping, braces of respite, wall walkers, demon skin tattoo, belt of endurance, Eldrin boots, torque of power preservation, strikebacks, crown of command, ring of tenacious will, ring of regeneration, iron stone of agility, and have a credit for iron armbands, which puts your total at 4,713,750, leaving you with 5,136,850.
Man.
So looking at
And that's
my wisdom. Oh,
like
sorry, go
this.
ahead.
This does not count your residuum, right? Like you guys aren't calculating in your
no.
residuum, are you?
No.
I say because Steven has the residuum tally, doesn't he?
yeah, I was gonna say I believe different people were handling that.
Who is handling the
Let
residuum?
me look here because I probably
I
have
thought
it
it was
in
Steven.
my journal.
You do.
No,
Oh no.
no, I don't have it in my.
Yeah, I was pretty sure that Sam was also
Oh,
doing
sorry.
the
Yes,
accounting
I
for
have
the
it.
residuum.
I
Yeah.
have the residuum. It's
And that's separate,
yes, correct.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
as long as you're keeping it separate.
Yep. We have
Okay.
1,547,375 gold worth of residuum.
All right.
Cool.
Continue.
Can you
Well-
have more than one ion stone?
It's a head slot item. You can only have one.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
It also
So-
conflicts with any other headstone or head slot item.
It keeps
My-
running into each other.
My nature, my perception, and my heal are wisdom based, and nature and perception are among my higher skills. If
And he
I were
does
to
get double
ion
rolls on
stone,
perception.
if I were to ion stone of insight, I could get a +4 bonus to those wisdom skills and a +5 item bonus to any wisdom-based attacks. But frankly,
think
I
you
don't
got
know
any
if any of my
wisdom.
attacks are wisdom-based.
I don't think
Probably
they
Yeah,
are.
they're not, so that's probably not
Mine
worth
are
it.
mine are all punchy. Well, I mean, it would bump up my perception and my nature above 30.
You don't got any item bonuses on those already?
Don't know. I'd have to check. I
don't think so.
Not. I think it
I mean,
might.
you only have like 3 items, right?
Right now, we got armbands, which does not give me anything. I got armor. I got an amulet. I got a magic belt. I got a magic ring. I got a pair of magic swords. And none of those have bonuses to the wisdom.
Yeah.
Those are all powerful powers. But it would.
I mean, I think it's
Just
on the
thinking.
low end of, it's pretty much the bottom end of what we can buy here at
Right.
Epic tier. And so it's cheap enough where I think it wouldn't be that bad if you don't have a
The
head
question
slot item anyway.
is it too cheap to be of any use for us? I mean, granted,
The +4
nature and perception aren't anything that anybody else duplicates, which means that
No, I
theoretically
duplicate
in a skill
perception,
check
but you're right
situation, that's
about
true.
nature. Although I've messed up. Sorry. In previous editions, ion stones were not they were slotless, so I forgot that counted as a head slot in this. So I need to undo some things because I had a crown of command that I just bought here, but I don't want to buy it if I'm buying an ion stone.
Okay.
Also, I am seriously considering, instead of getting the iron stone of agility, getting the iron stone of perfect language, because that is amazing.
Oh,
What's
to
that do?
understand all the
+5
languages.
bonus to bluff, diplomacy, intimidate, and streetwise.
And
And
you
heck.
can once per
understand
day.
any spoken language.
Yep.
Yowza.
And once per day you can treat an insight check as a nat 20.
Ooh, I do love those once per day nat 20 skills.
Right? And like
Uh,
I have every single one of those skills trained.
Oh,
So I have a
I'd say
question on
yes.
that one,
Mm-hmm.
Rodrigo.
Yeah.
That said, you learn all languages, or you can read the language line again.
In addition, you can understand any
any
spoken
spoken
language, and when you speak, all creatures hear your words in their native tongue. So you can't read them; it's just understanding.
Okay,
Fair enough.
nerds. I thought
Why?
I found a.
Are you trying
I
to
have a
break
feat that
something?
gives me a plus an insight bonus equal to the number of languages I know.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
No, this explicitly doesn't give you bonus languages. It just allows you to understand other languages.
Yeah, I
Nice
know.
try, monkey.
I'm disappointed.
Orm now has 5 umbrellas in his hair.
Do attack rolls count as ability checks for?
No, it'll specifically say attack rolls.
I see. So that's why agility. It's only the mental stats get it. Mm-hmm.
No, there's well, what do you mean only the mental stats get
Oh,
it?
sorry. Oh, never mind. I'm ignoring it.
Yeah,
So,
they get
I
the
mean,
damage bonus, but yeah.
Yeah, it's
this
just to
is
damage, not
like-
to attack.
What's the ion
I know
stone
that
of
this all
Kondu?
seems very complicated, but you should see in 3rd edition. Like
Yeah.
4th edition is like very clear about its language and why all of this stuff like helps you at ability checks and damage rolls, and it
Yep.
doesn't boost up your strength or agility or dexterity or anything.
It doesn't improve your actual attack. Yeah,
Yep.
I think I'm gonna let me rejigger some math, but I'm going to not buy the Crown of Command and instead not buy the Iron Stone of Agility, and instead get this Iron Stone of Perfect Language and just be a skill challenge beast.
And what was the one you were wanting to know, Rob?
The ion stone, since that's my primary stat.
Okay, let's find out which
Ion
one.
Stone of Vigor, gain a +4 item bonus to Constitution-based skill checks and Constitution ability checks. You also gain a +5 item bonus to damage rolls of the Constitution-based attacks. So skill-wise, it ain't that hot, but
skill-wise, it's endurance.
Yep.
Which is already pretty decent for me, just because my con is my primary stat.
They add like some sort of weird new skill in like Dark Sun or something that was con based. It's kind of weird that they say just to Constitution-based skill checks and not just say to endurance.
That's how the language matches everything else. Okay, so getting rid of that crown and Ironstone and getting the Ironstone of perfect language, that leaves you guys with 5,101,850.
Yep, that's my math as well.
I need a funny hat. Some
Orem,
sort of
Orem
funny
takes
hat,
one of
y'all.
his. Orem takes out one of his umbrellas and puts it in Sakar's hair.
Aw.
I kind of think that the Ironstone of whatever it was, insight.
Strength or
Would not-
insight.
Oh,
The
Mike,
insight, yeah, that would be the
Do you
wisdom
want to punch
bonus.
harder, or do you want better skills? I guess is the
Well, I mean,
not that the. I mean, the
we
might
do a
would
lot
also-
of skills challenges, and I feel
Yeah.
like I'm not necessarily up to snuff across the board in terms of skills challenges. That may just be because Randus and Little Sparkle have those ridiculous plus 47 things. But I don't know. I mean, the wisdom bonus just for the skills part of it would theoretically, I mean, the heal check could be useful because I have to do heal checks sometimes, I think, to use my word, don't I? No.
No, heal checks in combat are mostly to stabilize people or to get them to spend their second wins.
Right.
And you are almost always going to succeed at those. But if what this would do for you is it would put heal, nature, and insight at a much higher level, and perception, and you do get to double roll perception. So it kind of increases that. If it gives you a +4 to that, you should assume that you will have a like a virtual +6, right, or something like that.
Sounds
Yep.
about right.
Do
Been a while
I
since I-
have anything that counts as a wisdom-based attack?
I don't think you do.
No.
But
How would
if
I
you really,
know
really
that? It
wanted
would-
one, we could always train you into one.
I don't really want one, but I mean, is there a way to just look at the card and it would tell me?
Yeah, it'll say strength plus whatever at the top of the in like some of the early boxes at the very top.
So I'm looking at like Warden's Fury says primal, weapon.
Yep, keep
Would
going.
the keyword have primal weapon, primal shadow?
No, look at the attack.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
yes. Attack 34.
The
versus
next attack in the actual
Yeah,
box. In the description box.
trigger.
Attack colon,
Strength versus
strength versus.
fortitude.
Yeah,
Yep.
Hello.
that's what
Got
it tells
it.
you.
Strength, 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 strength. Hang on. Stay with me. Strength, strength. I got strength.
Yeah.
It's strength. Now I do shake it up here. I have strength versus reflex on one. So
Yeah,
that's different.
But still strength.
Strength. I got strength
Mm-hmm.
and strength. And then I've got
Look at
strength,
some of your dailies.
strength.
They're probably all strength.
I think I'm the only one who would have a wisdom attack, and that's if I grabbed something out of shaman.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have
Most
any
of my-
wisdom-based powers, Matthew. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know. Most of my dailies aren't actually attack powers. My
Hmm.
dailies are shifty forms.
Hmm.
Um,
Okay, well, sounds like strength.
Yeah. I think it's strength.
And you said
Oh.
your
Yeah, but
boots
it
were already
wasn't-
doing that, right?
My boost, yeah, the new shoes would give me a boost in the strength category. If I were to ion stone of intellect, I don't know. I mean, okay, how much is it? It's 225,000. So
Yeah.
225,000 gold for basically a +4 increase to 3 skills, 4 skills, 5 skills. Jeez, I have a lot of skills.
Wisdom's a pretty good one to buff.
Yeah, it would buff. Might actually make insight usable, but I probably won't ever do that. All right. I'm gonna ask. All right. So on my left shoulder is a little Randus with a halo, and on my right shoulder is a little cat with horns. I'm gonna turn to the Randus with the halo, and I'm gonna say, Brian, does this hat seem like a good plan?
The insight one?
Yeah, the Ion Stone of Insight.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Comparatively speaking. Now I'm gonna turn to Rob and go, Rob, comparatively speaking, will I get any use out of this thing, or am
So
I
it's
just getting a cool hat?
So the Ion Stones are a +4 to their particular skill.
Yeah.
Mhm.
+4 skill check, and then a wisdom-based attack if I ever were to get one. And since
Yeah,
we have like
just
2 more
disregard that
levels, the
part.
odds of that happening are relatively low.
Again,
So
if you
basically,
really wanted one, we
225,000.
could figure it out.
True.
But
I
if you don't
that seems like a
particularly
lot of
want one, then no, you should consider that a non-issue.
I feel like adding a power to use a thing is like a hat
Yeah.
on a hat. That's
Sure.
the sunk cost fallacy, just throwing itself up in my face. But it would put both nature and perception over 30. It
It's
would
worth it.
boost my heal check to a meaningful level, and it would make insight at least, crab worthy in terms of if I had to.
Okay.
If we got into a point where somebody went athletics, somebody else went nature, somebody else went perception, which literally is never going to happen. But yeah.
I mean,
All right,
I
I'm
don't
adding
think
it.
you're
I
a
think-
nature guy, and both.
Ion Stone of Insight, I'm deciding right now. Let's have one. I'm going to put it on my head. It's going to be a fun
Yeah, if
hat.
it's gonna pop 2 of your skills above 30, it's worth it.
Okay. All right. So I got the role play thing, and I got the thing and the thing. And Sam, you like it? Is it cute? Is it cool? A good hat?
Yep. Go for it.
Wait,
All right.
buzzes around.
Does it have to be like a floating stone around
That
your head?
puts you guys at 4,973. No, wait, no, that's how much you've spent.
Oh.
It puts you at 4,876,850 left.
Still think the Ring of Free Time would be worth it?
Yes.
Pretty pricey.
Yes.
Do you want a cat or should I?
You could both get one.
I don't think
we could.
Can we both get one?
It's
How much is
2,000 or 2,625,000 for one.
Now that would be 5.3 million all told. So I don't think we have that much.
No.
Yeah.
What is it? Okay. What does it do?
Resist 5 all.
Mhm.
And then free action, encounter power, free action, take a minor action. If we hit a milestone, that becomes an at-will power instead of an encounter power. So it's basically a free minor action every turn, which I think is slightly more effective on Ket than Randus, just because Randus is going to run out of things he can do with minor actions a lot faster than Ket is.
Potentially, yeah.
Mostly because Ket has a minor action at-will class feature.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're getting one?
I was going to ask, the other ring I'm looking at is the Ring of Windows, which has a when you teleport, no creature automatically moves into the space you left, which is, I think, all of my teleports. That space is filled with a spatial flux that prevents any creature from entering it until the end of your next turn. And as a daily power free action, when I use a teleport power, I don't need line of sight to the destination space. And with a milestone, the distance of the teleport is increased by 4.
Ooh. It's pretty good.
Yep. Teleport shenanigans.
I love teleporting shenanigans.
Doo-dar.
The other thought was just grabbing the Eldrin Ring of Passage again and just having a +1 to all of my teleports still,
Also decent.
which gives me an at-will move action teleport of 2.
Sounds like Cat bought himself a ring.
Which one?
I don't know. You tell me. All right, so there's a little cigar with a halo on your shoulder.
Suggestions, like those are the 3 that I would pick. I can pick up one of the 3. Which would any of you guys like to weigh in on that? Because I don't know.
I like the free
Just
minor
go over
actions.
those again real quick.
Eldrin Ring of Passage adds 1 to my teleports. So Just all of my and a daily move action of teleport 6 squares. Milestone. Do not need line of sight for this. The
For how
Ring of
much?
Windows is when I teleport, people can't move into the space that I teleported for a turn.
Mm-hmm.
And daily action, when I use a teleport, I can use that to make it so I don't have to have line of sight. Milestone increases that by 4.
Okay.
And the last one is the Ring of Free Time. Resist 5 all. And get a free minor action per encounter. If we hit a milestone, then I get a free minor action every turn.
Oh,
That resist-
interesting.
That would be on untyped damage too, wouldn't it?
Yep.
That's
I think that's the
Nice.
best one.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean the Ring of
so
Free Time is
that's-
real killer.
That is
especially-
really.
I know it's
really
super expensive, but it's really good.
I don't even think that it's that expensive for that level of bonus. I mean, 1.15 million for my shoes.
Yeah.
I'm like, I think
this
the
is more
free
than half of what we
time-
have left.
Yeah.
It's
I
okay.
don't
We'll
think
just
so.
the rest of it we'll just load up with healing potions.
Can I just buy Boots of the Fencing Master again? They're super cheap.
Sure.
Honestly,
Are they only at heroic tier?
I believe so.
Yeah,
I-
looks like they're only at heroic tier.
I can't find my Adventurer's Vault.
What are we looking for?
Boots of the Fencing Master.
All right.
They are level 7 only. So 2600.
Okay.
Though as an alternative to that, I could upgrade and get Boots of Balance, which are 325,000, but give me a +5 item bonus to acrobatics checks, and I can re-roll an acrobatics check I made as a free action.
Dang.
Sounds good to me too.
that does sound good.
We're just
That
gonna
sounds-
let
that
little
sounds
Barbara
better
just
than
do
that.
all the skill challenges herself.
Yeah, right. All right, you sold me. I'll do the Boots of Balance instead.
What
You
level
know
are they?
that we're never going to have another skill
22.
challenge now.
Now that we short up quite a bit of skills.
Yeah, they are 325,000, Rodrigo.
Yep. Thank you.
So are we saying the Ring of Free Time?
Yes.
Yeah, go for it, man.
I think
Okay.
we are all in agreement that it's spendy, but I think it's going to be worth it. It'll make
Like
you
as your
tougher.
finder's fee, you get to spend that money.
2,625,000.
Man,
And then seriously, healing potions.
Oh. Mm.
Not
Healing
seriously.
potions
Healing
make
potions are
us-
garbage at this level.
Yeah.
What's the strongest healing stuff you got?
You just drank it.
that would be
Oh,
Randus.
it was tasty.
Yeah, it really is just Randus. Like the ring is our healing potion.
Okay.
Like healing potions are just not good at this level.
All right.
How much money do we have left after that?
You
A
have
little over 2 million.
Let's see, Boots of Balance, Ring of Free Time. Let me just you have 1,926,850 left.
Which
good
we could
rings in
actually
the
walk
universe?
away with, since that'd be the money that we.
Yeah, there's
walked in.
there's races, hippogriff races going on.
Let's all buy some hippogriffs.
Yeah.
Sold. Can someone remind me, or who has the Adventurer's Vault, look up what Steadfast Amulet does? I remember it being good, but I can't remember what it does.
Steadfast Amulet?
Steadfast amulet.
There's a couple of them. There's a steadfast amulet +6.
Use this power when you're dazed or stunned by an attack. One of them is. Let's see.
Well, the +6 is make a saving throw against the condition. On a failure, you don't expend the use of the power, and no daily use of a magic item power occurs.
And that's the same for the +5.
And 6, it looks like.
Yeah.
Those are the two that we'd actually be able to get here.
Probably the level 23 one.
Yeah, that's a possibility for someone who has a still. I mean, I have an X-Let item free still, but I'm not sure what to do with it.
I pretty much already got quite a few anti-daze and stun effects built into my character.
Do you have hand slot items,
Who, me?
Sam?
Sam.
No,
Yeah,
I
she
have.
just bought strike backs.
I bought strike backs. Unless you've got something else.
Were those a hand slot?
Yes.
Okay. Never mind. Those are better than what I found.
Okay.
Any cheap rings in the universe that might be useful? Because I got an open finger. Hey, Rob, you want to guess which finger it is?
Is it the
It's
ring?
your
finger?
right ring finger.
I don't know. I'm like rings. I mean,
Uh,
you can wear 2 rings. Why would you not wear 2 rings?
Because you can't afford it, presumably.
Good question. Yeah.
Oh wait,
I don't.
I've got bracers, but I don't have any gloves.
Ooh, what kind of hand slot items you want? A hat. A hand hat.
Well, this one's $3.5 million, so I don't think I'll get that one.
Ring of the Phoenix.
Caw. Do you have to die to use that?
Yeah.
I think that would be, less. Ring of ramming. You can ram things. Ooh, this one sounds. Oh wait, I have that ring. Never mind. No wonder it sounds great. I'm like this. Awesome.
Ring of X-ray vision.
I could get many-fingered gloves, which gives me the benefit of 1 additional magic ring.
So then you'd have to buy another ring.
what level are the many-fingered gloves?
20?
What are you thinking of now?
That's terrible because the only way you used to be able to do that is by having like a freaking hand of Vecna around your neck. So I
Can we get one of those?
no.
We have to find Vecna.
Wow.
If you're lucky, I can show you how to put on the head of Vecna. First, I have to cut off your head, but it's
I
okay.
think
regeneration.
those.
What's that do?
So would I be able to get the many-fingered gloves and the Eldrin Ring of Passage?
I think so.
Because the
They're
many-fingered
both pretty-
gloves are 125,000 and the
Yep.
Ring of Passage is 21,000.
And what are
Oh
you
yeah,
going to
those
do
are
with
cheap actually.
Yeah, that's pretty dirt cheap. The Ring of Regeneration will give you a +3 item bonus to your Healing Surge value. As a daily power minor action, regain 1 Healing Surge you've already used today. If you've reached at least 1 milestone today, you also gain Regeneration 10 until the end of the encounter or until you spend a Healing Surge.
That's a touch complicated for my playstyle.
All right. So are you getting the many-fingered gloves for Ket?
Were you serious about wanting those, Cat?
Yes.
I think he was,
Yeah,
yeah.
go for it.
Dope.
So
And
is
then
it like literally a glove that has extra fingers on it?
Probably.
'Cause that's super creepy.
That's why it's giving him. So now Ket has 7 fingers on each hand.
Why 7?
Why
Is
not?
Sparkle already getting
So then you'll have 14.
an item
So-
bonus to stealth.
I am not. Do you have a suggestion for it?
Greater Ring of
Many-fingered
Invisibility.
gloves, and then what else?
I already have 2 rings.
Oh, okay.
Eldrin Ring of Passage.
How much is that?
21,000. It is only level 14.
Okay.
They have a chameleon ring.
That puts you guys at 1,780,850.
It's pretty good.
That is pretty solid.
Let me see if I can find some gloves.
I'm trying to see if any of these rings look like they would actually do anything, and I'm not finding anything that would be, as far as I can tell.
I would say you could go with the
consequential.
many-fingered gloves and Ring of Passage as well.
Yeah, but I've already got so much teleportation stuff.
It doesn't. So it just adds 2 to your teleportation because you're an Eldrin.
Yeah.
So you just have that much more range with all of your teleports.
So
Does
all.
anyone see the
But does that
blink
stack
ring?
with my Eldrin boots then?
Oh, I forgot about the Eldrin boots.
Yeah.
That might. Add 2 to the maximum range of any teleport you make. And when you teleport, increase the distance of your teleport by 1. If you're an Eldrin, increase the distance of your teleport by 2.
Yeah.
So that would be up to Rodrigo.
As to whether it stacks,
Yes.
I would say probably doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
Doesn't
Never
seem
mind
like
then.
the kind of thing that would work. What's total defense?
You're not going to want to take that action, so don't worry about it.
Okay. It didn't sound like me.
Yeah, so let's look for a gloves or a gauntlets or something.
Did you see the blink ring, Rob? I know you already filled up on rings, and then
What's a
some.
blink ring?
Well, property, a +3 item bonus to thievery checks. Powered daily teleportation minor action, teleport 1d4 squares. Sustain minor, teleport 1d4 squares at the start of your turn.
I did see that one. That one is cute. But
If you reached at least one milestone today, you do not need to use a minor action to sustain the item's effect.
if I was an Eladrin, I'd 100% take that.
Which was what?
The blink ring?
Oh.
Mostly because, or no, I'd have to get rid of one of the other
Yeah.
3 rings.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm good.
Already confusing. It's like a kid in a candy store. You can get a ring of adaptation, which apparently lets you be Nicolas Cage or another Nicolas Cage.
So, Rodrigo, can I ask a question?
I'm sorry, what?
Question. Gloves of Ice. It says property. Choose one. Your cold attacks gain +2 bonus to damage rolls, where your cold attacks ignore 5 of the target's resistance to cold. You can switch between properties as a minor action. That part I understand. But it says level 21, and I'm guessing then instead of gaining +2 bonus, it's a +4 bonus or ignore 10 resistance to cold instead of 5.
Yeah, so
Okay.
your cold attacks gain a +4 bonus to damage rolls, or your cold attacks ignore 10 of the target's resistance to cold. You can switch between the properties as a minor action.
I mean, I do have all those frost bolts and other things.
Yeah, but those also don't those get packed away half the time?
Yeah. Okay, here we go. This is a level 19. Gloves of the Wandering Star. The range of your ranged attack powers increases by 2 squares.
Okay.
Daily free action. You hit or miss an enemy with a ranged attack. Effect. Make a secondary attack. Area burst 1 centered on the enemy. Charisma +4 versus Fortitude. Target enemies on a hit. The attack deals 2d8 plus Charisma modifier. Radiant damage, and the target is blinded until the start of your next turn.
Do you think that you're going to be able to hit things with your charisma, though?
Probably not. Well, let's see. What is my charisma currently?
14.
Charisma is pretty. It's what is that? +15 for charisma. So probably not. It's one of my lower ones.
Yeah.
Can someone look up the price of the steadfast amulet for me? I actually don't have an answer to being stunned, so
What
that
level
could
is it?
be. It starts at 8.
6.
I don't know where it ends
23 is where we're at. That's 425,000.
Yep.
That's steadfast +5.
Yep.
And can you read me the description of it?
Sure.
Use this power when you are dazed or stunned. Make a saving throw against the condition. On a failure, you don't expend the use of this power, and no daily use of a magic item power occurs. It's an immediate interrupt.
And it's a daily?
Yep.
Oh. Do you guys think that's worth it?
It's 425. We've got 1,000,009, and it's boosting.
I mean, it's an
your
answer to
fortitude,
being
your
stunned or
your weapon.
dazed.
It's true. Do you get dazed a lot? Do you get dazed enough to where it bugs you?
Not really. And I also have a daily power that answers dazed. So, probably not.
I mean, it's one of those things where are we at the point now where we're trying to answer questions that no one's ever going to ask us? It's
Not
not
necessarily
bad
that
to have
terrible
an
of a
answer
place to be.
Yeah,
Who's
dazed or
getting the
stunned.
sandals of precise stepping, Sakar?
Yes.
Braziers of respite.
That's me.
Okay.
Orm. And I sent you an email,
Yep.
Rodrigo, that has my stuff.
Demon skin tattoo.
Randus.
Randus. Belt of endurance, also Randus.
Also Randus. Yep.
Eladrin boots.
Steven or Orm.
Orem. Torque of power preservation.
Orm.
Okay. Strike backs. Little sparkle.
Hello.
And Sakar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mhm.
Ironstone of Perfect Language, little sparkle. Ring of Tenacious Will, little sparkle. Right?
Yep, correct.
Ring of Regeneration.
Ring of Regeneration Orem.
It was suggested. I don't think anyone actually.
Nope, I
wrote
got it. Orem got it.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yep.
Ironstone of Insight, Sakar.
Oh,
Boots of Balance, little sparkle.
Correct.
Ring of Free Time, Cat. Many Fingered Gloves, Cat. Eldring Ring of Passage, Cat.
Yep.
some rings.
Could I get, would this be okay? Gloves of Missile Deflection. They're level 13, but I gain +1 item bonus to AC against ranged weapon attacks. And as an immediate action, you can use this power when you're hit by a ranged weapon attack. Gain resist 15 against that attack. Yay, nay?
Wait, what was that one?
Gloves of Missile Deflection. It's a level 13.
And how much are they?
17,000.
What did it do?
Oh, here's a better one. Gloves of Missile Snaring. Trigger. An enemy hits you with a ranged weapon attack. Effect. You gain +4 bonus to all defenses against the attack. If this bonus causes the attack to miss you, the enemy is hit by the attack instead. That is a level 15. So any ranged weapon attack.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Okay.
Sounds legit.
Let's see if there's one that's higher than that. I don't see. Yeah, I think
Go.
that's the
Yes.
highest one. 25,000, Rodrigo.
Hang on a second. 25,000.
Yep.
You're getting that?
Yep.
Ring of what?
No, it's gloves of. Now I forgot what it was. Gloves of Missile Snaring.
Missile Snaring.
What level are they?
They're only 15.
So
And-
looking at this ring.
Which one?
It says Bone Ring of Preservation. As a free action, use a power when an effect would make you lose a healing surge. You do not lose the healing surge. Which would mean that I can use Iron Resurgence without losing a healing surge, but I have 11 million healing surges.
Yeah, I don't think
Some-
that's really worth it for you.
Does Inspiring Word mean that I lose a healing surge? Target can spend a healing surge.
No,
and
losing
gain-
would be like you're being like drained by a white or something.
Right.
No, there are powers that cause you to lose a healing surge, meaning that you
Yeah.
spend a healing surge and you don't get the value.
Oh,
Right.
sure.
Iron
Like paladins have a
Resurgence
ton of
does
those,
that.
where they spend the healing
I-
surge. Essentially, they lose the healing surge and someone else heals.
Yeah, I have 2 of those, but I don't think it's worth spending money to have a ring just to have a ring. Ooh, face stealing ring. I'm gonna steal all your faces. That would be fun. Does
So
that mean
just
I can play Spark?
just to throw this out there, prices vary widely, but right now, Ket is getting 4 items. Little Sparkle is getting 4 items. Orm is getting 1, 2, 3, 4 items. Randus is getting 2 items, and Sakar is getting 3 items. And pretty much everybody except for Randus has some small ones and some large ones. Randus is kind of exclusively a high roller.
Do you still have your 1 bracers, Brian? second
The
chances?
Kucher's a second chance? No?
Yeah.
Might be an option. I'm
Yeah,
also
it's
still
good for
kind
you
of thinking
since you,
about the
you know, roll terribly all the time.
propellant boots. Yeah, fair.
Because
That
the
seems
level
harsh.
25 version, reroll the attack and use the second roll. Even if it's lower, gain a +2 bonus to the rerolled attack roll. If it misses, make a melee basic attack against the target.
Nice.
Does Randus have the thing that makes him roll his intelligence on a melee basic attack?
Do I have that in this build? Let me check.
Do I have that in this reality?
Yeah,
Yeah, right?
I think I might have lost that in some transition.
Yeah, so that's not going to help you a lot.
No.
I do not have a power with a that can be used
Well,
as
it's a melee basic attack.
Do I not got my melee? Let's see if I go to that. Basic attack. There we are. Yeah, going by this, no. Plus
Okay.
3.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not even your
Oh.
Paragon path encounter power.
No, I really got one. Oh, encounter power? Yeah, I got a crazy weird thing I haven't used yet.
Oh, okay.
Because it's wisdom based. I can roll twice for wisdom. There's just weird things on it.
What was dragon thing?
Which dragon
What?
thing?
What was the
The one-
dragon thing?
The one piece of equipment that crossed over on the Torque to Sakaar divide. It was a dragon ring thing.
Belt of the Dragon Spirit.
No, it was a ring. Dragonborn
Ring of the
Emperor.
Dragonborn Emperor?
Yeah. That was kind of neat because it allowed me to use an encounter power as an immediate reaction if I'm ever bloodied.
Mm.
And the last few combats, I've been getting bloodied and unbloodied and bloodied and unbloodied. Granted, I mean, it's a daily, so it's not going to be able to see me do it over and over, but. Ooh, 25,000. Holy crap. That's cheap.
Melee basic attack is plus 23, so.
Meh? Did you just meh my melee basic attack?
No, mine.
No, his melee basic attack.
Oh, yeah. What's my melee basic attack? Plus 57. Okay. I might want to ring in the Dragonborn Emperor. I don't know. Is that a waste of money?
Plus 3
Do
dragon
you
bonus.
you have a ring slot open?
I do. That's the only slot I have open.
Okay.
Because right now I have my soulbound ring, but the last ring I had was a Dragonborn Emperor ring that got lost when I was drowning in Great Tiger all those months.
Right. Well, really, you were drowning the bleak forest.
That time that I was an island for a year,
Yeah.
completely negating the theoretical point that no man is one, I totally was. Take
Yep.
that, Sartre.
Take that, Simon and Garfunkel. I guess they were saying that they are an island, so that's
Yeah,
good.
they were a rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which turned into an island.
Ring of the Dragonborn Emperor seems pretty decent.
Do we have 25,000 gold to spend on an occasional Sakaar punch in the face?
Definitely.
I would like
I
a
was-
ring of the Dragonborn Emperor.
You
Okay,
also
that's-
have a couple of close attacks.
25,000.
Yeah. 25,000. It's a level 15 item.
Would being able to fly be worth it?
Ha.
How far and how long?
Well, it's a daily power, but minor action, you gain a fly speed equal to your speed plus 2 until the end of the encounter. So if we're in a fight where I need it, I would have it for that fight.
What advantages would giving you the ability to fly give us? Because
I mean,
Um,
it could allow him to get to us.
right,
It's also
Or
speed
get away
plus
from
2, which
things.
is nice.
Yeah.
Mobility
so here's some
advantage,
advantages
speed
to
advantage.
flying. One, you don't have to worry about difficult terrain.
Mhm.
Two, you don't have to worry about making a jump check,
Yeah.
which Randus is bad at. Three,
Would-
you a lot of the time don't have to worry about making a climb check or going around, certain obstacles. And finally, there are some rules for flight that Randus could potentially benefit from. We just have never used them because nobody knows how to fly.
Would it circumvent opportunity
mean-
attacks if he flew over or across somebody?
If he
I
is at a
think that-
particular height and they don't have a weapon that can reach him, yes.
Maybe.
I mean, Kit has some experience with flying, but not.
Not voluntarily.
Yeah.
Could it be flavored as literal jets coming out of his body and just like rocketing him through the air like Buck Rogers or
I
the
mean,
Mandalorian?
Pretty much as written, there rockets coming out of boots.
Sweet.
I believe
it.
that if it's flavored as rockets coming out of random parts of Randus's body and just jetting him around like a crazy person, I'm down.
And then,
I'm also
and then
down.
someone screams, "Boba Fett, where?" And then he falls into the Sarlacc pit for all
He
eternity.
falls into the Sarlacc pit, yeah, and then there's a loud burp, and we all laugh because we're 9.
All right. So what are you getting?
Propellant boots, level 24. 525,000.
They're
Amazing.
literally called propellant boots.
I think that'd be
Boot
worth
jets.
it, right? Anyone oppose?
What level
No,
did you say they were?
Not at all.
Level 24.
Okay.
I was kind of just looking for more mobility. I was kind of thinking that blink thing, but because it's a minor action, that'd be pretty much become my move action, which I feel like would just be more problematic. I mean, I'd find it amusing, but
Right.
just a random 1d4 movement every turn.
How distracting is it going to be when I start singing freakish cyborg flying Randus to the tune of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
I mean, it'll be
Because I
Right.
will.
It'll be edited out, so
Steven, that's so cruel.
Uh,
Can't edit out all the fun. Well, you
Okay.
can.
I think I'm good. I need to stop looking.
Is that a dare?
That is not a dare, Mister.
Challenge
Ah,
accepted.
That last episode.
Challenge
We lost like an
accepted.
hour out of that last episode, man.
Those are gonna put you guys at 1,205,850 left over.
Wow.
I mean, you could just pack that in
Yeah, I'd say
for
call that good.
rituals.
That's
Use it as
walking
pocket
around
change. We
money.
don't ever know what we'll need next.
Telling you,
Does anybody
hippogriffs.
have an obvious unfilled weapon and/or armor slot that might be problematic? No.
No.
I
Arms
found
and
one that
hands.
might actually be useful.
One what?
Yes. An arm slot. I gain a +1 item bonus to all defenses against attacks by creatures affected by my Olark's Curse. It's a level
Oh.
11 item that doesn't have any higher level, so it's only 9k.
Oh,
Yeah, definitely
So
go for
grab
that.
All right.
Very cheap.
What is it?
Warlock's Bracers.
Man, Elk has a lot of great stuff in here.
Save.
What level is it?
11.
How much is it?
9,000.
and minus the 2250 for each drink that Orem had.
No, those are on the house. It's
Oh.
like you guys are buying some very high caliber wedding dresses.
Nice. Thank you.
I just keep bringing
if
the
they-
champagne.
Yep.
If they weren't on the house, they would not be coming out of the group fund.
I got a coupon.
Get a coupon.
All right. I think that's where we're wrapping this episode.
Okay, are we?
Shopping.
Is everybody good?
Oh yeah.
That
Yeah.
leaves you guys at 1,196,850.
1,196,000.
850.
Thank you. I will adjust.
Let's
All
say
right.
50 and round it off.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. That's what you've been waiting for 15 years of doing this show. You've been waiting for an episode that was exactly this.
I really like the
felt like-
bait and switch. It's like
Yeah.
very Toad's Boardwalk to be like, we're gonna have another Boardwalk episode. Ha! Actually, we're just gonna spend all this time just shouting 525,425,000, 525,000, 625,000, 1,125,000 at you for like an hour.
525,000,
All right.
600.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us this week. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. Hopefully, your guys, your own events are similar to this when you're at the table and having fun. But until next time, here's hoping all of your dice rolls are critical hits.
This podcast is copyright 2020 by Major Spoilers Entertainment, LLC.